evening, everyone, and welcome to Mack Maloney's Military X-Files show here on the Distant Thunder Radio Network. This is Mack Maloney. Wow, what a show we have for you tonight. An all-Canada show. We're going to be saluting our neighbors to the north up in Canada. But first, you girls down here in the USA, time to get your mister. I look over there and you look like me. Time to get your mister going. Your fan, your big box of Kleenex, and the extra big box of wipes. You're going to need them tonight, girls, because Juan is here.
Hello, Mac. Hello, girls. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a fun show tonight. I guarantee it.
Okay, guarantee it. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
you're going to need extra wipes tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Really? Okay. Yeah. All right. Where's the sound effect? Hang on. Where is that thing?
And the All Canada show, you can't let these guys down. You know, we'll be introducing them shortly.
Yeah, here we go.
Canada, I love Canada. It's home of the Underground Railroad back in the 60s.
Really? Yeah, that's where it was?
Sure.
Okay, so anyway.
So I'm going up to a Neil Young concert, but I may not come back.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt, sir. That was a big one.
No Coco tonight. No Coco, girl. I mean, middle-aged ladies. He's on a secret mission. Though he did stop by my house yesterday to drop me off a care package.
Oh, that was nice of him.
Yeah, it was.
Parachute?
No, he drove. Sometimes he flies over, but that's another show.
He really flies over, honest to God.
All the time. Yeah, it's kind of strange when he does. Hey, listen, talking about strange, up there in the Bowl of Flakes, Battle Creek, Michigan, national correspondent, Switchblade Steve Ward, Switchy.
Great to be here tonight, Mac.
Okay.
How you doing, Switch?
Beyond wonderful.
That's
Beyond
great.
wonderful.
That's great.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, going up the ladder. The beauty among all the beasts, Raven is with us. Raven, how are you doing tonight?
Hi, my friends. I'm doing well. I'm glad to be
Raven.
here. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you, Raven.
Good to see you, always.
See you.
What's the moisturizer situation? You okay?
It's great.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Okay.
I'm going to pick up another one just in case I have an emergency.
Yeah.
But we're good tonight.
Good. Okay, that's good to hear. Okay.
The crow's okay?
Crows.
Yo,
No.
those things are nuts.
Yeah, crows are crazy. But anyway, speaking about crazy, our good friend Agent X is with us. Agent X.
Thank you for having me, Mac. Glad to be here,
Go ahead.
and I'm not crazy.
Who said? You got papers to prove it?
The X.
Unlike a lot of the other interlocutors.
Wow. Wow,
You
big
have on
words.
occasion.
Big words. Okay. All right. Thank you, X. Okay.
I got to look that up.
What does the X stand for?
He doesn't want to reveal his real name because of his past job. So So we're doing an all Canada show tonight, and we have a lot of fans in Canada, and people have been have stayed in touch with us for a long time.
Yeah.
So we invited a bunch of them on the show tonight. Okay, let me start with this guy, Kim Shea. I hear from him every day almost. He sends me the strangest things. Kim Shea. Kim, thanks for joining us. Let's give Kim a round of applause. That we're going to have to sweeten up. Later on. Kim, where are you?
A gentleman and a scholar.
Thank you. Where are you?
I'm in Edmonton, Alberta.
Edmonton, Alberta.
Kind of
okay.
out west,
Okay.
north of Montana by about 600 clicks, 400 miles.
Okay. If you had asked me, I thought Alberta and Edmonton were two different places, right? So
Yeah.
Edmonton is in Alberta, like it's a city in the province of Alberta.
Yeah.
It's the capital. It's the capital of Alberta. Yeah, it's our provincial capital. Is in Edmonton.
I just
We
know
had-
they have a hockey team up there.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be good, but not
The
anymore.
Oilers.
Hey, come on now. Hold on now. I've heard they've got a chance here.
Oh, come on.
It's somewhere around Saskatchewan.
Oh, okay. That are
That's it.
okay. Going
Thanks,
around
Steve.
the horn here. Okay. My good friend Mark Rucker. Mark, you're up in the northwest part of Canada, Mark, right? Mark Rucker.
No, well, northwest in that I'm in BC, which is farther west than Edmonton and a hell of a lot warmer. That's for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said British Columbia?
Yeah. In fact, when
BC.
I wanted to move up here, I was told by my friend that the only province I could stand to live in would be BC.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Otherwise, I just freeze my ass.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
everyone does that up in Canada. Listen,
Alberta's cold.
let me just get to the our last guest. This couple, man, we've been in touch for so long, right? TJ and LJ. How long have we been? Thank you. We're going to have to clap for everybody, but we will clap for you.
I guess we're not allowed to clap.
Okay, you're in a hangar. That's okay.
Sure.
You're in a hangar in Edmonton somewhere, right? In the Edmonton area? No?
We are in a hangar
Yes.
in a portion of Canada
Yes.
that is spitting distance from Cleveland, but our climate is exactly the same as North Carolina. We are in the Carolinian forest area of Canada, spitting distance from Cleveland, right across the lake.
Everybody know where Erie is? If you know
Beautiful.
where Erie is,
Lake Erie.
come 20 miles north, right over the lake, from Erie,
And then land.
and then land.
And
And
land.
that's where we're
Okay.
at.
Even if
And
it's
we're in the
Ready-
birthplace.
Have your
Right at the
passport
foot of
card ready.
Saskatchewan, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
Got it.
switchy doing material. Okay, listen. Let's just do. We're going to do two things. Get out of the way real quick, and then we're going to go to a break, and then we'll really start the show. But first of all, Switch. The world wants to know, including Canada, second largest country in the world. Do you know that one?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Russia is the first, and then Canada is second.
Huh.
Switch. What'd you have for breakfast today? And I'm begging you that you had Canadian bacon, please.
I had steak, medium rare,
Medium.
and 2 eggs over easy,
Yes.
More
Good.
white
protein.
toast,
Astronaut
hash browns,
Hash browns.
black coffee,
Yes.
and a tall orange juice.
Oh, orange juice. That's good. Switchy. Astronaut's breakfast. Steak and eggs there, brother. Okay, good for you. Did you cook
Love
that
it.
yourself?
How's your
Mac,
cholesterol?
Can you explain to our foreign visitors, they may know,
Go
why
ahead.
you asked the question about Switchy's breakfast? They may know, sorry.
What do you mean? They're fans of the show. Where you been?
I don't even know.
So,
God
Switch,
damn.
did you cook that yourself? Where'd you go? Would you go to Denny's or something? Did you go to
I
Denny's?
did. Denny's Diner.
Denny's, yeah. Run the Denny's music. Okay. All right. Good for you. That's good. What'd you have for lunch? It's a new segment. What'd you
I
have for
kind of
lunch?
skipped lunch.
Did
That
you
was a
really?
big
Why?
breakfast. So that really carried me through.
All right. Okay. All right. Switch. We got a long, detailed letter about Switch today that I will pass around to everybody. The guy is a very big fan of your Switch, but he's on the fence on whether you wear a rug or not. Okay. So he says he would like you.
How is that relevant?
Well, because we're on the radio, you mean? Okay, there he goes. Because his pod changes every week. Anyway, okay. So listen,
Nice hair.
before we end the segment,
Only my hairdresser knows for sure.
right?
That is a quaff.
Mac, it's neither here nor
That is
there anyway.
manicured.
What do you say?
I think that's French.
It's neither here nor hair.
Why ain't doing jokes? Raven, we have two lists. Why don't we do the first one? Okay, top 10 list. We just want to get
The
this
first
into
one.
this segment. Okay. Top 10 list on top 10 reasons why it's cool to be Canadian. Okay, top 10 reasons why it's cool to be Canadian. All right, Raven, please, number 10.
Right, we ready?
Yep.
So is the first one you say is the least important?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, please, Raven.
Number 10 is Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Yes.
Okay, Neil Young. Right. One of the best, best ever
Yes.
songwriters. He's a great musician. Okay, number 9, please. Top 10 reasons why it's
Number
cool to be
9.
Canadian. Go
The
ahead.
cops ride horses.
The cops ride horses up there. They're the mounted police. You know, if you have to run away
that,
from them, if
yeah.
you're in a car.
And
Any
number
car.
8, I won't get shot if I go to the grocery store.
There you go.
No matter what color your skin is.
Number 8, please, Raven.
That was so good.
The cops have cool hats.
Cops wear really cool hats up there.
Yeah,
Have
they
you
do.
seen those mounty hats? Man, I'd love to get
They're
one.
the best.
Made by Stetson.
Are they
Are they?
Stetson? Really? Yeah.
Yep.
What, they don't
There
have
you
a
go.
Canadian company making those things?
Sometimes we have to bow to superior knowledge and experience.
So why'd you go to Stetson?
Stetson is from Texas.
There you go. So why'd you go there?
Get a clue.
Next one, please. Top 10 reasons why it's cool to be Canadian. Raven.
Number 7, the prime minister's wife is kind of hot.
She's right, isn't she? No.
Killing me. You're
No.
killing me.
Not always.
No. Number 5, please, Raven. Top 10 reasons it's cool to be Canadian.
6.
Oh, 6.
Number 6.
Okay.
William Shatner.
William Shatner.
Yeah.
William Shatner.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
That's
All right.
Good
Here we go.
one. Good one, Ray.
That's cool.
Whoa.
He's 90 years old. He did an album like 10 years ago, like progressive rock music. He's everywhere. I mean, he's a character, but He's still doing it. He's in like in the first season of Twilight Zone, right? Switch, wasn't he in one of the first?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Airplane scenario, too.
On the wing.
Gremlin,
Oh, yeah.
and also
There's a man on the wing.
restaurant with the little demon guy with the they sit down. They found out they couldn't leave because they might have an accident.
Yep. That's early 50s. So, and he's worked ever since. You know what I mean?
Shatner reminds me of another number.
Go ahead.
And that is, where are we at? 6 or 5?
Who cares at this point?
Are we
Go ahead.
5?
Yes, 5.
Canadians all love to laugh at themselves.
They love to laugh at themselves, as we can tell tonight. Canadians are so polite. Canadians are so polite that they actually passed a law saying that people are always saying, excuse me, but they passed a law saying you can't use that in court as a way to, devolve yourself of any harm you did to somebody. So if you hit someone's car and you go, excuse me, that doesn't mean, okay, see ya,
Actually, it's not excuse me. It's sorry.
Sorry, I missed you.
Sorry. Sorry. Why did I say that?
Raven, please, number 5, I guess. 5A.
Number 5, we have poutine.
Poutine. Now, this
Poutine.
Does anyone know?
Heart attack. It's a heart attack.
No.
You ever eat it?
Yeah.
It's French fries. I'll try to explain it. It's French fries with cheese and gravy on it.
Oh, that sounds like what you get at Atlanta, Georgia.
Curd.
It's kind of like
curd, special cheese.
Right.
Curd.
You throw a bunch of ketchup on that. Oof.
Yeah, French fries smothered and covered.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. And
baby.
No cholesterol. It's very healthy.
Job, Raven.
It's just a good cholesterol.
Raven, next, please. Top 10 reasons it's cool to be Canadian.
Number 4, Canadians are so apologetic. Even the hockey players say I'm sorry when they run you headfirst into the boards.
Right, I've seen it. I've heard them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's called passive aggressive.
Is it really? Okay. They're good at it then. Next one, please. Top 10 reasons.
Number 3.
It's cool to be Canadian.
If you're a radio personality in the U.S. and you move to Canada, they give you $1 million a year tax-free.
Do you know that? Someone just told me that today.
What?
So I might be moving
Where did
up
I
there.
miss out on that?
Next, please. Raven. Top 10 reasons it's cool to be Canadian.
Next, we have number 2. They chew gum that tastes like soap.
They chew gum that tastes like soap.
Thrills
right?
gum.
Thrills gum,
Yeah.
yes. Right.
Double bubba. Double bubba.
Can you believe it? If my mother had known that years ago, she would have saved a lot of money on soap. Just give me the gum, because you know what I mean? You connect the dots on that one.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, here we
It's
go.
versatile.
So listen, Raven, where are we? Number
That was
1.
called Thrills. Thrills. It was called
That's what it
Thrills,
was.
Mac.
Thrills.
Yeah.
Thrills.
You can still buy it.
Yeah, really.
I took a whole box of it to my cousin for Christmas one time, and he never forgave me.
Well, why would he? It tastes like soap. I mean, I got punished eating soap. Why would I chew gum?
Olive, Irish Spring. Do we have?
Yeah, what do you want? Yeah, dial,
Well, yeah, that's a good call.
ivory.
There is no more gum. We have no more gum. Gum is almost extinct. It's like
We'll send you some. Raven, are we down to number 1, I hope? Raven, number 1?
We're number 1.
Okay, here we go.
And the number 1 coolest reason to be Canadian.
Yes.
Ketchup potato chips.
Yes.
That's what I thought was
Where's
coming.
Someone said we got to get. Well, Pam's going to be on in the next segment. Sent me 3 big bags of ketchup potato chips. I'd never heard of ketchup potato chips before. Have you?
It's a potato chip that's infused with ketchup?
Yes. It's ketchup.
Baked with ketchup.
Yeah.
So it's mostly food, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's a 2
Not
food
only
group.
that, it's a fruit.
Potatoes and fruit, right?
It's
yeah.
a fruit.
Have you ever
My
had?
wife says so.
It's like a fruit salad.
It's like a fruit
basically.
salad, yeah. Potato and potatoes. It's the 2 essential food groups. But they are addicting. They are addicting. If you're drinking a beer or something, or if you're having like a sandwich with them, you can't stop eating them. It's a strange combination.
Raven, I just have to tell you, the reason I think that William Shatner was such a perfect pick. Every other Star Trek captain since then, for 30 years, would have been an evil villain on the original Star Trek. William Shatner was perfect for that role.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree.
Okay.
Hey, Raven.
Yes.
Anybody ever tell you got gorgeous eyes?
We tell her all the
Yeah,
time.
thank you.
Yeah, we tell her
appreciate
that.
it.
What of it?
Yes. So do you.
Yeah.
So why don't we do this?
Speaking of Canadian, these eyes, boop, 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 boop.
All right.
These eyes.
Yeah.
Cry every
See
night.
another woman like the head in you.
That's Canadian too.
That is like the best pop tune ever recorded, especially in that era. It's like
Burton Cummings.
Raven's only error was leaving off the most impressive Canadians of the last 2 centuries, the Mackenzie brothers.
That's something to be proud of.
That's when Canadians were Canadians.
Why don't we take a commercial break now? And we'll be right back after this on our All Canada show. We're going to be talking about all things Canada. We have another list, and we have another couple guests coming on. So we'll be right back after this. And you're listening to Mack Maloney's Mill Tracks show here on the Distant Thunder Radio Network. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you know where the world's most secret bases are located? Do you know what spooky action at a distance means? Is there a conspiracy by aliens to prevent us from conquering space? And where is the best place in the United States to see a real UFO? Find the answers to all these questions and more in Mack Maloney's new book, Mack Maloney's Haunted Universe. Visit places you never knew existed, the Phantom Tunnels of Tokyo, the UFO Trail in South America, Hong's Hat, and the very mysterious M Triangle. Mack Maloney's Haunted Universe contains hundreds of reports on ghosts, haunted planes and ships, weird celebrity deaths, mysterious sounds, and a breakdown of every monster in America, state by state. You've heard him talk about it on the radio. Now, get all of Mack's paranormal research in one large volume. Mack Maloney's Haunted Universe, with a foreword by the very famous Juan Juan. On sale now in your local bookstore or on Amazon.com.
Oh, Canada, we love and welcome all. Area great, but population small. We have Indians, we have Inuits, even folk who hail from France.
Welcome back, everyone, to Mack Maloney's Mill Tracks show here on the Distant Thunder Radio Network. This is Mack Maloney. Wow. We have an all Canada show tonight, all Canadian show you can hear. The audience laughing in the back. Okay. First of all,
we're taking this show up north.
Hey, listen, I don't have.
Have you got control of the show here?
No. Why start now? I won't have to
you
pay
might
any.
lose control of it.
I won't have to pay any money for laughter special effects. This will be.
Right.
We can go down the Thirsty Moose again. One. Anyway, let me introduce everyone who's joined us at the party. Okay, first, girls. Juan is here, of course.
Hello, Mac. How's it going? Hello, girls.
There you go. She's one of our guests is swooning. That
right.
literally was a swoon. Also, no Coco tonight. He's missing all the fun. But on national, there's a groan. We'll tell him that, and he'll go to the moon.
That's right.
If you said that,
All right, we'll have to keep it a secret.
Yeah, that's true. Our national correspondent, Switchblade Steve Ward, up there in Battle Creek, Michigan. Switchy.
Great to be here tonight.
Steak and eggs for breakfast. Steak and eggs.
Yep.
Okay. Really? Astronauts breakfast, but I don't think the astronauts have hash browns before they launch.
Ooh, hash browns.
Yes?
Good switch.
Okay,
and
let's
Tang.
move on. Up there.
That's horrible.
Listen.
And that wasn't Tang, was it? They drank. It was like
no. Tang is great. Why do you think we all have strong bodies and healthy minds?
I thought it was the Jell-O.
Speaking of,
you can use Tang to clean your dishwasher.
That's true. That much is true.
Wow.
That's probably all it's good for.
It was in our manual. We bought it. They said, "Oh, you can use Tang." We went, Tang. Really? Anyway, listen. Up there in
I like the Velcro.
Upstate New York, Raven is joining us. Raven, how can you put up with all this stuff? Tell us why.
I'm having a good time.
Really?
I got my big beer with me,
Beer. Okay.
all set.
What more do you need?
Ready to roll.
Okay. Let's go.
And
Let me
just crows out back having a good time.
Is it a Canadian beer, Raven?
That's Agent X.
No.
Agent X.
It's a local beer.
No one's drinking Canadian beer is terrible. Well, listen. Agent X is with us tonight.
We'll have to send him some big rock.
Rick for the agency.
Big rock.
Yeah.
Put your big panties on. Come on over. To
Oh,
Ontario.
wow. Oh, man. How far away are you from me? You're next Cleveland. Take a lift at Cleveland. I'll bring
Oh, Boston Bruins. I see that Bruins shirt.
Of course. Listen, let me introduce the members of the party here. We have an all-Canadian party here. We should have some Canadian club. We should call this the Canadian Club. Kim Shea. Kim, how you doing there tonight? Kim,
I am doing just great here, Mac.
Yeah.
Awesome to be on.
That's good.
And always, you've always been the inspiration in my life. I think all us people that want to be writers have gotten a great deal of advice from you, which is like, maybe don't try it.
Really? Yeah, right, exactly. Yes. Exactly.
I loved your story about getting some of your books back as filling for stuffing for some parcel you got. I was like, yikes,
okay.
No,
I must have repressed that one. Okay.
But,
Kim sends me some really, somehow you find these really incredible photographs. People put together, like the 20 strangest places in the world or whatever. And they're just fascinating. I really get a kick out of getting that stuff.
Isn't that true?
And so does Lois.
Some of it's real art, for sure.
Also,
Where do you find it, Kim?
All over the place. I have my brother-in-law who definitely is an inspiration in my life, who kind of finds the most craziest stuff and is an artist himself. I've told Mac about him. He's the guy with the Mega Boost, the Boogie, the Mesa Boogie.
Okay,
amplifier.
the amplifier. Mesa Boogie amplifier.
I think I was telling Mac about. He had one a long time ago. One that Santana has.
Yeah.
Been using the same amplifier for 45 years, Mac, maybe more.
Wow.
He's rebuilt it, I guess, numerous times, but it's got quite the sound that comes out of him. But just stories that you can kind of get off the internet.
Yeah, they're cool. Listen, talking about sounding funny, Mark Rucker up there in BC, expat, moved to Canada to get away from one of our presidents a long time ago, correct? No,
probably one of our prime ministers.
Quite a while ago.
Yeah,
I'm broadcasting here from Ravensview Farm. As a matter
Ravensview Farm.
Wow. Oh my God! I have a farm.
She has a farm too.
Never told me.
I hope you copyrighted that
regularly.
Did you copyright that name?
Go over and check it out.
Her lawyers.
You can sort of look out the window here.
Her lawyers are tough.
Oh, nice.
There's a raven.
There's our lake.
Oh,
that's where the lake monster lives.
Cool.
Okanagan.
TJ and LJ.
The home of Ogle.
They're in a hangar
Mac,
near Cleveland.
Mac, are we going to get a 22-23 wingman?
Well, yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah, right, buddy. That's
you better read it first before you clap. Tell you the truth. But anyway, yes. Okay. TJ and LJ are in a part of Canada that is actually close to Cleveland, but it has the weather of the Caribbean. Is that right?
No, the Carolinas.
Same thing.
We're speaking to you from the birthplace of the Canadian Harvard Aircraft Association. There's a Stearman about to start up just outside the door.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you from?
We're right across the lake from Cleveland.
There you go. They're almost
nice.
That voice you hear.
Saskatoon, right?
There you go.
Absolutely.
That voice you hear is our good friend Pam. Pam, pronounce your last name for us, Pam, please.
Chadoba.
I love that. Good name for a band. Thank you, Pam, for joining us. How are you? You've been on before.
I'm excellent.
You've been on before. Why are you here again? Why would you come
Because
back?
you invited me, and I loved it so much the first time. I was so proud to come on again.
But you're in love with Wan Wan, correct? You have a thing for Wan Wan?
Oh, yeah.
Do you really?
And the commander.
And see? You remember George Goebel said, ever feel like you're a brown shoe in a world of tuxedos?
But Mac, you always hold a special place in my heart.
Oh, really? Yeah? Okay. The ventricle, that valve that they always replace. So, all right. Have I introduced everybody? Yes.
Are you really glad that you started this, Mac?
I can't remember back that far. But
get a bunch of crazy Canucks on here.
No, that's fun.
Absolutely.
No. It's like a hockey game without the sticks. But listen, we have a lot of fans in Canada, and we hear from them all the time. But we just want to invite our biggest fans on. So the thing about there's a lot of paranormal stories that come from Canada too, and they always have this kind of weird twist in them. There's one that I'm familiar with that we had done some research on, and that's the sighting at Shag Harbour in Nova Scotia. We won't go into really a lot of detail right now, but if you have a chance, just look into what happened there. Basically, people saw what was the shape of a flying saucer, crash into the ocean off of this place called Shag Harbour in Nova Scotia. It was right near a Norred station. In 1965, I think, 67.
5.
And in 11,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
11 people saw it, including 3 policemen, and they saw it floating, and then they saw it submerge. And by that time, everyone thought it was an airplane. So when the rescue crews went out there to look for it, they never found anything. Yet all these people saw this, thing the size of an airliner sink, and it left this kind of sudsy sulfur suds. And then, but when the U.S. Navy showed up. And they sent divers down and they sent a submarine down. They couldn't find anything. And Switchy, what it reminds me of is the ghost rockets. People would see the ghost rockets over Sweden. They'd land in water and then there'd be nothing left. Same type of thing, yeah. So the UFO incident at Shag Harbour. But hey, Mark, did I introduce you, Mark?
I think you did.
Okay,
and I think
good.
I was flying over the farm here.
Okay, good for you. Wow, that's code for you know what. Okay, so Switchy. So you have a report on a Canadian paranormal incident, correct?
Oh, awesome.
Well, it's a classic UFO landing along with humanoid encounter, and it goes back to July 2nd, 1950. I first read about this in. If you guys are familiar with Frank Edwards and those great anthologies that he used to write, Stranger Than Science, Strangest of All, he talked about things like the Flatwoods Monster and the Kelly Hopkinsville Goblins and even about Bigfoot before they were even calling him Bigfoot. Well, this took place. There was a Mr. and Mrs. Harvey, and they were fishing in Sawbill Bay near Steep Rock in Canada, in Ontario, and so they're fishing all day, and so they eventually tied their boat into a small cove, and then let off the main part of the bay. So Harvey decides to climb up over. There's kind of a summit where he can look over and see the lake, and as he looks down, he sees it's a classic flying saucer. Back in the 50s, they were still calling them flying saucers, and it's just floating on the water. And it's like I say, it's classic because it's like 2 pie plates together, metallic. And so he climbs back down, tells his wife, tries to explain what he's seeing. So they both kind of sneak up and peek over, and it's the object is still there. And they're really being very stealthy, and they're just kind of peeking over the top of these rocks. And There's it's classic. There's portholes that go around the top of it, about 4 feet apart. There are hatches on the top that are all open. There's also a kind of like they're assuming it's an antenna. There is a kind of a loop-like affair right in the center that's slowly rotating. And of course, the thing that really attracts their attention are there's about 10 of these 4-foot humanoids that are walking on the surface of this, and most of them are they're following this antenna around as it goes slowly around. They're all dressed about the same kind of coveralls. They can't really make out facial features, and one of them, the one that seems to be in charge, has kind of a red skull cap, and he seems to be directing things. And this is quite a bit more than they bargained for on a fishing trip. Now, again, these are kind of if you look back in these reports in the 50s and so forth, and the 60s. These are similar to many of the sightings of these little men. This is way before the Greys showed up and kind of took over everything. I don't like the Greys. They're kind of boring, and they're just their logos are everywhere.
They're gray.
Yeah.
But back in the old days, we had some very, very cool aliens, and these were kind of unique in a way you'll find out.
They look like Canadians.
Yeah. Don't let him on. Don't tell him.
I'm not going to say, but
just joke and relax.
As I describe their actions, you can tell me because I'm not going there. Okay, all right. So
Poutine. Sorry, Steve.
No problem. I kind of lost my place, and you gave me a moment to kind of find my place.
Sorry, Switch.
That was the idea.
Sorry, Switch.
They had the uniforms were they had kind of a shiny chest part. The others are dark. It doesn't really matter. And again, the faces, for all they know, they could have been blank because they really couldn't make out any details. The thing is, now you asked me if they were like Canadians. They said they moved like automatons. They were kind of moving very stiffly.
My
Like
point.
Canadians.
Government workers.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. But the thing is, when they would change, when they would move back around, they would not change direction. Their feet would seem to pivot, and they would move in another direction, almost
Very
like
bizarre.
they weren't actually flesh and blood. So all of a
Like
sudden,
robots, Steve? Or what?
possibly
Like, are
that's
we
kind of
talking
the impression.
Or
they
like
had.
how an owl turns its head around.
Well, and so many people
Well,
seem to bring up that one, Steve,
Yeah,
about
right.
being robots or being clones or being some kind of like jelly blob that is programmed but doesn't really have any.
Well, it's interesting because, we talk a lot about John Keel, the author of the Mothman Prophecies, his research.
You're the master.
And Keel
Yeah.
didn't believe that the appearance was necessarily important because he thought that perhaps these were projections or transmogrifications, and the craft and the aliens or the entities weren't all that important. But anyway, all of a sudden, this antenna stops dead. And there's some kind of a movement in the bushes. So the couple are very careful. And what happened was a deer steps out on the shore of the lake. And it seemed that whatever this antenna or everything was, it fixed on something that was organic, something that was alive. And so they were especially careful not to be looking over this little ledge when the antenna came in their direction. And so eventually they focused on that for a while. And then this is the part I remember reading from in the old days. They actually pulled a kind of a green hose out of one of the hatches, and then they put it in the water. And apparently they put the other end. It looked like it was siphoning water out of the lake, and then I don't know, filtering it or sampling it, but they don't really know. And it came out the other end. So as the antenna was starting to swing around where they were, they ducked down, and they took a lot of time before they would look up again because they didn't want any chance of being spotted. And the last time they ducked down, they look up, and the thing is all buttoned up. It's about 8 feet off the water. It kind of moves at a 45-degree angle and then takes off the way these things are seen. So that's really it. It's just one of those. It is kind of there isn't another report. I mean, there are some entities that are a bit robotic and so forth, and some even suggest that the Greys are not flesh and blood, that there's some kind of a worker bee or something like that.
A drone.
But the interesting thing is, and we've talked about this a lot on the show, if you look at the various, back in the 50s and 60s, Jim and Coral Lorenzen, that were the head of APRO, the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization, they're the first ones that dared publish books about all these strange encounters with entities, and these are the classic close encounters of the third kind. And if you read through them, many of them are very different, and their behavior is different. There's the Cisco. I don't know if you remember the Cisco Grove encounter out in California, where the guy was a bow hunter. He got lost from his group, and so he climbs up in a tree at night. He's going to go to sleep and stay away from wild animals. And this craft comes by, and there's a landing, and these aliens come out that look a little bit like Greys, but they're trying to climb up the tree to get this poor guy. And then they send out something that is like a robot. And its mouth opens, and this noxious gas comes up, and he starts to pass out. So he straps his belt to the tree. It's a crazy story that's been documented, told in its own book, The Aliens in the Forest. So the point here is that, pick your alien, and it's if they are separate entities, if they are physically real, we've got hundreds of different civilizations.
Yeah, right. Yes. Right.
Yeah, just like, and sometimes just a one-time shot. I mean, maybe that's all they need.
Right.
But so it's just one of these great classic stories that came out of Canada that I remember reading as a kid in Frank Edwards' book.
Question?
But Switch, we're supposed to love that because that's diversity, right, among aliens.
I guess so.
That's X trying to be
Richie,
funny.
you spent some time in Canada, right?
Well, I grew up in Detroit. So
he always
Windsor
tries
was right next door.
Yeah.
My grandmother was Canadian from Ontario.
That counts.
And so I went to Canada a million times before I ever got out of Michigan, even into Ohio.
Really?
I didn't know what it was like going to another state. Going to that foreign country.
We got a lot of wards out west.
These reports cover any of the issues that have come up in other sightings over the years, in that all the victims or all of those who have these encounters, IQs seem to be under 100.
No, well, that's not. Okay, well, probably we don't want to tell that to our audience, but
There's still hope.
Yeah, there's still hope.
Tell you much about it.
Okay, now listen. Let me just ask a question. Okay, so 1-1 is over.
Maybe
here.
that's why I haven't been abducted, because my IQ is.
Well, join the club. Join the club, Switchy. Wow. Listen, I just want to point out that Switch is always telling us he grew up near Detroit and grew up, and he and Eminem were good friends, right? You were neighbors, right? Correct? On 8 Mile, Switchy?
Oh, 8 Mile Road. I grew up just a little bit north of the infamous 8 Mile Road.
So 9 Mile Road.
But not close enough to have any street cred.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
Not close enough to get
shot. You got lots of street cred.
Not close enough to get shot.
I don't know.
See, a lot of people don't understand that.
I was too close to 9 miles.
Detroit is actually more north than Toronto. It's kind of weird, but that's how it works. So anyway, Raven, let's talk to you for a second. Is your big beer gone?
Okay, I'm absolute right now.
Ooh. 1850.
7.1, and I didn't realize it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Raven.
That's what they all say.
You're in trouble now.
Okay.
Oh, you got to come to Bush Oak
Sure
Creek.
do.
Hey, listen.
But I have my list.
Before we go to the list, okay, I just want to let's just talk about the 800-pound gorilla in the room. Canadian beer just does not taste good. It does. Molson. Labatt's. With the wine. With the wine.
What should we get?
Well,
Canadian
BC,
wine.
but they won't export it because it's against the law.
Yeah.
See, there you
Too
go.
many
Mack,
jobs.
Yes, go ahead.
Mack, you know why Canadian beer tastes good? Because American beer killed your taste buds.
Ooh. Wow. I thought we were supposed to be friendly neighbors.
Hey, Mark.
So
I was going to say, what kind of red wine is that, Mark? Is that from one of the nice vineyards in BC?
Grew it himself.
It is indeed. It's a Merlot.
Oh. Now we're going to have to
And
cut
where does
that
it come
out.
from? Just
This one, I think, comes from down around Osoyoos.
Oh.
Wow.
silvery sage.
BC Desert.
Listen,
It's very dark and strong in flavor.
does anyone want to bring the cat on at this point? So let's go to the list.
Kind of like Timmy's.
Just breaking the action. Ready? Okay. Now, listen, it turned out that earlier Juan told us that he was thinking of going to Canada, visiting Canada.
Right.
Okay. Remember that conversation?
Yes.
Well, you call him Jasper, so he should come to Jasper, Alberta.
There's going to be his first stop. So this is the top 10 things Juan should know before he goes to Canada. Is that right, Raven? I can't remember back that far. Okay. Top 10 reasons. Top 10 things Juan should know before he goes to Canada. Please. I think it's like 1 through 10, right? For some bizarre reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you
10 going down to 1.
Go.
So number 10 is Canada is the #1 donut consumer in the world.
Did you know that?
I'll agree with that.
Yep. There are more donut shops in Canada than anywhere in the world.
And I'm trying to get off the donuts.
Tim Horton.
And we love donuts. Yeah. So that's good to hear.
Crooked Creek, Pam.
Wow.
You got to go to Crooked Creek.
For
Where's that?
donuts?
That's up by Valley View.
Oh, Oh, okay. Okay.
But there's one there that people come from 400 kilometers away to stop in.
That's 300 miles for the Americans.
Yeah, well, 250 miles.
Okay, there you go. Wow. Okay, yeah. We're big donut fans, so that was good to hear. Okay, please, number 9, please, Raven.
Number 9, Canadians put milk in bags.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
That's milk in bags.
And then when you
Canada.
finish the milk, you can use the bag for your sandwiches.
Yeah.
How about that? For practical.
What?
Did you know that?
I never.
Oh, we reuse things, don't we?
Yeah.
Milk in
Yeah.
bags.
We are recyclers.
Well,
Yeah, we are.
milk in bags is weird. Okay, please, number 8, please, Ray.
Number 8, in Dawson City, Yukon, there is a cocktail where people drink a glass of whiskey with a human toe inside.
Sour toe.
Yep.
The sour toe. Yep, the sour toe.
People
What
donate toes that have fallen off due to frostbite or other means.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Can I speak? Can I speak for all Americans, please?
Yeah.
And say what the
I think Americans are macho.
and it's
swallowing a
it's a
toe.
20
We're just crazy, though.
it's a $2,500
Recyclers.
it's a, Raven. It's a $2,500 fine if you swallow the toe.
Just proves how tough you are.
Wow.
Or stupid, one of the two.
Well, let's go with choice B.
Talk about getting towed.
I mean, whoa. Next one, please, Raven. Save us.
Okay, number 7. There's a town in Canada called Dildo.
Oh.
Yeah.
There probably is.
What's your problem?
Yeah. There's also a town called Punky Doodle's Corners.
And there's a town called Harry Hill.
Yeah.
That's filthy.
In Michigan, we got a town named Climax.
Okay,
We
Wawa.
also got a town called Hell.
Switch
And it
is-
froze over last winter.
Stick with you.
Oh, yes.
We got Michigan as well.
Hell, Michigan.
Hell, Michigan froze over?
Yeah.
Okay. Please, Raven, let's get this back on track.
Number 6. Okay.
These are things that one should know before he goes to
Vietnam
Canada.
War- Oh, are we good? Okay, number 6. The Vietnam War is over, so you don't have to go.
Oh, nice.
No one got it. It got a big
We
laugh.
just had a lot of draft dodgers at the time that came up here and became hippies.
There you go. Well,
Hey, his favorite band.
I did
Come
the
on.
opposite.
They're growing weed.
Heart.
Oh,
Those
no.
guys all came
We
across.
take hardened
Yeah.
soldiers
One half a
and
heart.
turn them
One
into
half a heart.
grass-loving hippies.
Yeah.
For Canada.
That's it.
Yep.
Anyway, you know,
Showed us how to grow the good weed, man.
in my,
Oh, we grow some
we don't
great
know.
hydroponics up here, let me tell you.
we know
And
nothing
mushrooms.
about that.
Oh, yes.
Come on, Mac.
That's wrong. It's wrong.
Connection?
I just want
know it.
to say that Vietnam joke got a big laugh right before the show. Okay, let's go. Next one, please, Raven.
5. Yeah. Canada's lowest record temperature is as cold as Mars, 81 degrees Fahrenheit, below zero.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Really?
It's as
Take
cold
it in the upper north, yeah.
Yeah.
Edmonton.
It's as cold in Canada as it is on Mars.
Wow.
Yeah. Edmonton.
We don't
Actually,
land on-
Edmonton is as far north as Moscow.
Is it? Yeah, really, huh? We don't land little helicopters up there. Why not? That's what I would do.
You were talking earlier about how big Canada was?
Yes.
Edmonton is as far north as Moscow. Right now, we're on a parallel with Northern California.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Guys grow some good
That's
tobacco.
Hey, what are you going to brag about California?
No, well, listen, we'll just.
Well, we're bragging about our size.
Yeah, but
It's
whoa,
warm there.
whoa, wait a
For
minute.
Canada,
That's a different
warm.
show. That's
Yeah,
a different
oh, yeah.
Now look at.
Yeah.
Why do you
Been there.
have
Beautiful.
the climate of North Carolina though? Is the warmth off the lake?
I really don't know. I'm not a geographer or topographer.
Well, ask your
Anything. All I
boyfriend
know
there.
is that
Ask your boyfriend. He's the.
I got trees growing in my backyard that I got tulip trees and what's
Yeah.
Wait, we're growing trees up here that only grow.
Really?
It's a micro.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Did he say
That's a
Jamaica?
microclimate there.
Did he say Jamaica?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, all right,
So
let's go.
you're starting a palm farm, are you?
Or something. That's code. Could be code. Please, Raven,
Isn't
save
there
us.
some in Penticton? Isn't there some
So-
palms in Penticton? Some of those.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Come on, Mac.
Now, you're talking another language. Top 10 reasons, things that one should know before he goes to Canada. Please, Raven.
Okay. Number 4. Smelling bad is illegal in Canada.
Do you know that?
The law reads anyone offending a public place with an offending smell could face 2 years in jail.
Imagine what it's going to smell like in there.
That's all of us every day.
That's us when we haven't quite had our shower.
Wow. So
Take your boots off and you're done.
and bring your deodorant. Bring your men in. Raven, please, let's go.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Could that be an antiquated law?
Yes.
Could that be an old law that isn't on the books anymore? Like,
what is it? Are you anti-smelling now? Are you anti-smelling law?
Well, actually, it's probably still on the books, but it's a stupid law.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of laws that are still on the books.
Right.
Oh, and they're just nuts.
I just want to go on record.
If you ride a horse into a hotel in Toronto, they got to put it up for the night.
She said horse. Did you say horse?
The Calgary Stampeders did that.
Yeah, exactly.
That was horse, right?
Yeah, really.
I please.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Right? Yeah, number 3. It is illegal to kill a Sasquatch in British Columbia.
You know that?
That's true.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, which is
And
good.
yeah,
You know,
I
that's
believe
what it
it, but
should
what's a Sasquatch?
Yeah,
They don't kill
exactly.
anything
Bigfoot.
here.
Okay,
Bigfoot.
number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2, please.
Number 2, if you send a letter to Santa to ho H0H0H0
That's
Yeah.
the code for you Americans.
Canada,
Santa.
you will receive a letter back from Santa's elves.
Yes.
Can you believe
Yes.
it? Can you believe how
keeps us all busy
friendly
in the
these
last
people
week
are?
of
I love it.
Can you
Yeah.
believe
I'm
how
on my way.
warm and touching
Yeah,
these
the
people are?
postal code is ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, right down there. That's ho, ho, ho. But, if you did that in the United States, they send you like, you owe 65 cents in postage
Yeah.
for going to the North Pole.
Wow, thanks for wasting a postage stamp.
And-
Like, now this will go up on your taxes next year.
And there's no such thing as Santa. Please, number 1.
Number
Wait a minute, here we go.
one,
This is
reason-
the number 1 reason.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Go Raven.
The things Juan needs to know before going to Canada.
We're here.
Prostitution is legal in Canada, but buying a prostitute's services is illegal.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yes.
you can only
Get
get
all
it for
that?
free.
You can only, wow. Only he would say you can only get it for free.
Maybe there's something you can trade. Is that a trade like
Let me.
that?
That reminds me.
Services in kind.
I
have
think
to-
that's okay.
Sister, do you want to buy my sister?
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Now listen.
She
I'll let-
virgin.
let me
She
explain
virgin.
Raven, once again, you did a fantastic job.
You did, Raven.
Hey, X.
Ribbon.
You missed the
Hey, X,
most
X.
important part.
Keep it in your pants, okay?
Why?
please?
Why?
And listen,
why
let me just
are
go ahead.
Canadians now the happiest people on the planet?
Because we're stoned.
Yes. Yes. What else could it be?
Because
We're just no.
No, listen.
the entire globe used to think they were the most boring people in the world.
Great. Thank you,
Then
X.
the globe discovered Switzerland.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Makes
I've
nice
heard
planes.
that
And interesting people.
basically
probably-
the Canada of Europe. I have heard that, so you might.
we have a lot of
We cannot
fans.
let this get out. This cannot become public knowledge. Otherwise, we'll be infiltrated.
right, exactly.
All these people.
It's a really good
Yeah.
secret.
Secret folks.
Right.
Come on.
But the best,
Well,
the best
Jay.
part,
Canadians tell me that story.
What?
Juan, the
Yes.
best place to go in Canada is Bushhawk Creek in Ontario. Look it up.
Okay. Sounds like-
Bush what creek?
That sounds like a cool place.
Yeah, Bushwhack Creek.
Place to go.
Bushwhack
Okay,
Creek.
I'll write it.
Yeah.
I think they're setting
Like
you up.
Bob Cajun.
Leave it.
Bushhawk Creek, and you get free beer and burgers.
What? Are there any?
Did you say free?
Are there any human parts?
Yeah.
Any human parts
and
in the drink?
flybys and all kinds of neat stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Why don't we take a break now and regroup? And
You guys need a break from all
We need
us
a break.
Canucks.
so you're listening to Mack Maloney's Military X-Files
Be
show,
like, yes.
all
Yeah.
Canada show. And we'll be right back after this, so please stay tuned.
UFOs are found in Renaissance art, on ancient coins, and etched on cave walls. They're even reported in the Bible. But more surprising is when UFOs are seen the most, in times of war. Through centuries, thousands of UFO sightings have been made by high-ranking officials, military pilots, and ordinary soldiers. Often, these fantastic appearances occur at the height of great battles. From World War I to D-Day, to Korea, Vietnam, and beyond, military investigators are baffled. Why do UFO sightings spike so drastically during wartime? Could it be mistaken aircraft, or is someone, or something, looking in on us? In UFOs in Wartime, What They Didn't Want You to Know, Mack Maloney chronicles centuries of these incredible sightings and tries to solve the puzzle of why so many UFOs are seen while humanity is at war. Read about the scare ships, the ghost planes, and the ghost rockets, alien giants in the jungles of Vietnam, UFOs controlling our ICBM bases, dogfights with flying saucers during the Gulf War, and more. 300 pages of unbelievable stories, along with many startling photographs. That's UFOs in Wartime, What They Didn't Want You to Know, by Mack Maloney. On sale at your local bookstore or on Amazon.com.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all.
Welcome back, everyone, to Mack Maloney's Military X-Files show here on the Distant Thunder Radio Network. You can hear in the background the cries of the whales.
What's going on in the background?
It sounds like orca whales off of the northwest coast of Canada. And which is a good lead-in, too. Don't they sound like whales?
Yeah.
Weird.
Where'd everybody go?
I don't know. We are having an all-Canada show tonight. It's a intellectual discussion about paranormal events in Canada. So, let me introduce. I thought that would get a big laugh, too, and we're going to have to put that in. Juan is here.
Love you, Mac.
Juan is here.
I'm here.
Juan, if you
Do I have to speak French to be on the show?
Well, if you're on the...
Oh, good God, we wouldn't understand you
That's
more.
right, yeah, that's only a different part of Canada. Don't forget about them.
Yeah. We're Western Canada.
Right. Okay. But the real Canada.
Yes. You got it, Mac.
Yes.
No, I shouldn't say that.
No, I don't know. That's wrong.
Three of us from the West.
No CC tonight, and I think he's probably going to be glad he wasn't joining us. Switchy is up there.
Him.
Switchy is up there. Oh, don't. See, he's going to hear that, and he'll be landing in your backyard.
Yeah.
Okay. Switchy.
But by the way, Mac, I'm drinking with all the talk of the frigid Canadian temperatures. Even though it's kind of warm here today, I'm drinking hot chocolate to take the
hot chocolate. Very thin. That was invented in Canada.
Wasn't it like 80 degrees there or something?
Yeah. But you're talking about these,
details,
Mars-like temperatures.
I love the background, Switchy. Thank you.
If you see the X on the cup, you might think that's represents the X-Files. It's a Commander X cup.
Oh, really? An Agent X. We should get him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, up there, hanging in with us, and we still don't know why, is Raven. Raven, how are you? I'm not going to tell people where you are. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
What do you mean?
I always I've been giving your address and that you live on the second floor.
Good. Thank you for having me. Okay. I'm on my second 7.1 beer alcohol.
Second.
Okay. What kind is it?
It's
so called
big beer. Is a local
Good
brewery.
girl.
Yes.
Beer Tree. This is where I got you guys the Finding Bigfoot.
Oh, right. And, yes. We still have to edit that show because it's so
7.1 and
microbrewery.
What's going on?
Is that a microbrewery?
Yes. Yep.
It's I guess it's a microbrewery.
There's some good ones down
there. Like a local beer?
It's a local beer, yeah.
Yeah. That's like a craft beer.
There we go.
So did you know that there are 2 towns in BC that are promoting themselves with Bigfoot?
Oh, really? Well, let me introduce everyone.
Cool.
Let me introduce everybody.
And probably a town historian that can tell you
coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Awesome. I love that.
There's Agassiz and Harrison.
Super.
Okay.
Those 2 towns.
That voice you hear.
Well, when you mention Ogopogo in the Okanagan, we all know what that is.
Well, not all of us. Mark Recker.
It's like the Irish
Watch it.
I can't think of the name.
Loch Ness
Steady,
Monster.
steady, watch it, watch
Yes.
There he is.
Mark Rucker.
I think it's a
On
sturgeon.
an Apple label.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Sturgeon.
I told you he
People
lived near.
catch 1,200-pound sturgeons out here.
Let me
Some
introduce
yeah.
him.
rivers and
Yeah.
lakes.
Yeah.
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I've watched them fish with like a hook the size of your arm with a roast beef on it. They go hang it off
Whoa,
with an
holy
inner
cow.
tube. Like, what are you fishing for? It's like they're
Let me
catching
introduce
these
everybody.
huge sturgeon.
Can I ask you a
Yeah.
show question, Switch? Do you have a picture of a train wreck, a Royal Canadian Railroad, or anything like that?
Oh,
No, I can produce a train wreck.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's I'm out.
Last one I recall was somewhere in Quebec where
Swing and a miss.
the train got derailed and it dumped a bunch of oil into the water.
Oh, do you have any? Do you have a photo of that? Because I put it up
Yeah,
right
and
now.
somewhere in Quebec.
Okay.
it was a sad one.
All right. Let me tell.
Yes, and then they don't want to use pipelines.
Let me
What's wrong with you?
Let me introduce.
An obed.
Let me
Obed
introduce.
was a bad one.
Let me
Brakes
introduce.
released on the train. The train rolled into the town, derailed in the town,
Yeah.
blew up, and burnt the town to the ground.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
want to know? You want to know why?
That's the elevator pitch.
We know why.
why?
Why?
You don't know that.
Because we have
Yes, we do.
silly rail systems. in this
Okay, hang
country.
on. Let
we
me.
have a railroad engineer sitting right here.
Right
He knows
on.
exactly
Salute,
why it's
sir.
wrong.
Hang on.
Salute, Mike.
Because the fire department
Where did this
shut
go
the
wrong?
engine off.
This is
and
a.
let the brakes go.
The fire department shut the diesel
Wow.
locomotive
This
down,
is
which
a-
turned the compressor down to pump the air into the cars to keep the brakes
Yeah.
on. The
Yes.
air bled off, the brakes released, and the train rolled downhill in town.
Wow.
You never knew
It
Phil
was
Wall.
very sad.
Were you driving that train?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was really
Okay,
bad.
Yeah.
And people don't understand why we should use a pipeline.
Okay. So listen. Let me
It's the
introduce.
safest thing in the world.
She's talking about
It
this.
is.
She's talking about the surfing
these trains are
term that if
crazy.
you're surfing and you get in the pipeline. I'm going to introduce everybody. Kim Shea, up there in Edmonton. We are
Take it
literally
over the show.
15 minutes into the segment.
Yes.
Kim Shea. Okay. Now you up in Edmonton. Are you an Oilers fan, or you just don't care really, right?
Well, I work in hockey, so I love hockey. That's right. I mean, I love hockey, and I really wanted to be a hockey player, but I couldn't skate. I skate on my ankles, and I didn't know how to shoot a puck.
You need to skate there,
I decided
brother.
to drive the Zamboni. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
make ice.
Okay. All right.
Did you see
Best
the
job in the world.
Kim, did you see the game last night?
No, I
was
didn't.
here.
I missed
Okay.
it.
Oh my God,
lost.
Connor McDavid, a hat trick and 4 points.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there you go.
Truly amazing. An Ontario boy that's truly on
Yeah,
fire.
best
That
hockey
voice.
player in the world.
That a
He's
voice.
he's a
you
wicked
hear.
thing to watch. He's just
Oh,
fun to watch.
I've never seen a guy split a defense like that. Just
Whoa.
never.
Okay. That's hockey talk.
That
Listen,
Matthews too for Toronto was a fun guy to watch too.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Cam
We got a few
Chaputa.
players out there that are very
Oh,
entertaining
just
and
flip
very
off.
talented.
Yeah.
They'd blow Gretzky away today. Most
Whoa,
of
whoa,
those guys.
whoa, whoa, whoa! No, stop it! Stop
Oh
that!
well, I no, but I mean that just
Draisaitl called McDavid a freak of nature.
No, wait,
and
hold
that
on.
is what
Hold on.
he is.
Please, let me just say one
Freak
thing,
of
okay?
nature.
So
Went to
Mark
school
is
with
here,
Gretzky.
TJ and LJ is here. This is our All Canada show, and I lost my touch on the controls a long time ago. But listen to me, and I don't want to talk hockey all night, but how dare you? How dare you say that someone is better than Gretzky? Gretzky is beside,
Yeah.
unless his name is Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr,
We've
Gretzky.
had two
Bobby Orr.
generational players.
Yeah,
like
Bobby
some-
Orr.
That's like somebody saying somebody was better than Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's he goes around and around and around and around? Well, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Bobby Orr, to me, was the best hockey player ever. I think that
Yeah.
Gretzky is
Yeah.
number
Oh,
two.
no. I don't disagree with you. And his career ended too soon.
Too soon, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
One of
that
those
is.
rare occasions I agree with.
His knee.
Today they could have fixed him, but
Yeah,
Yeah, right,
but
yeah.
his knee blew out and he know when to quit. Yeah.
And not to get into
Mac, do
hockey.
you ever meet Bobby Orr there? I mean, I think he lives in Boston. Does he not?
I've never met him, but
Yeah.
I don't want to name drop, but I'm good. I'm friends with Jerry Cheevers, their goalie
Yeah.
during that time. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, he's a
He's
good
up
guy.
in Canada, Jerry. You just tell Jerry
Yeah.
how much he's loved.
He's the best.
One of my best friends played with Cheesy.
Oh, really? Yeah, Swiss
Yeah.
cheese. Yeah.
There you go.
But I'll tell you, he's a very unassuming guy. You know, he's very kind of quiet and stuff. And his wife, who passed away like a year ago, is really very nice. They grew up next to each other. They were girlfriend and boyfriend, like 12 years old and stuff. They're just he's just a very nice guy. But what he used to tell me is, in the Bruins, just the big bad Bruins. So I said, what did you do? Lift weights? He goes, you kidding? He says, all you had to do is they give you a weight, and you had to come in at that weight. How you did it, no one knows, right? So he would visit people in Canada, and he would drive around for 2 weeks with trash bags on him, with the heat on in his car, and sweat off the pounds. So he would show
now
up.
you know how nutty us Canadians are.
Wow. He was a great. He's one of the greatest goalies. He's in the top 5, easy. Top 3, maybe. Yeah, he's great. Good guy.
And he is featured in a fantastic book called Unmasked.
That's right.
Oh,
Mack Maloney.
Well, totally.
A good friend of Mack Maloney.
Really good.
The last man to not wear one, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, he put
TJ, what are those plaques behind you?
That was Couple Worsley.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Mac, I have to correct that.
Go ahead.
Behind the Mask.
Behind the Mask by Mack Maloney.
Right.
Sorry.
Thanks, Ajax.
You know what surprised me?
Go ahead.
You know what surprised me coming up here?
Mark Rucker.
Was talking to my softball teammates and asking them who the best hockey player they ever saw was.
Yes.
They said it was Cornwyer.
Oh, he was good.
Yes,
he was good.
No, not in the top 10.
Those Montreal teams kicked ass.
No, they didn't. They were cheaters. You know, can I tell you something about them? Let me tell you something.
Oh, no, I know what. It was at the expense of the Bruins.
No, listen to me. This is what happened. This is the truth.
We got your best player.
This is the truth. When they would change the hockey nets at the Forum, okay? Now, this is the Forum where you used to have to go in a suit coat and tie. The net for the Montreal Canadiens was 1 inch narrower than the opposing team's net.
Oh no!
Yes.
Who strung those things? I know who did that.
You know who was great though?
I don't think we cheat, do we?
Dryden. Ken Dryden. Remember Ken Dryden?
Yeah. You know, Ken Dryden is a lawyer.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. Yeah, he's a lawyer.
You remember the pocket rocket Richard?
An MP. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Guy Lafleur. He would smoke cigarettes on the bench.
Yeah. The Rocket Richard ad with the gray stuff. 2 minutes for looking good.
Yeah. Remember that commercial?
That was a great ad.
Go ahead, please.
It was a dye commercial, 2 minutes for looking good.
LJTJ, please. LJTJ, go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, I was just wondering, TJ Hogan, what the plaques behind him on the wall were.
Those are Little League plaques. Those are his Little League things. Everyone gets a trophy, you know.
Oh, they're more than that, I'm sure.
11 or 12.
What are they? 11 and 12.
But I've got to ask you, TJ,
Go ahead.
the other TJ.
Yes.
My questions to all my Canadian friends. You all know what RCMP is, right?
Yeah.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Where were you earlier?
With them.
Yeah.
They used to be the Northwestern Mounted Police.
Well, listen, do they all really ride hussies? I mean, isn't that a little antiquated these days?
Mm-mm. They're so beloved up here.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long time ago.
Okay, listen, X, can I go ahead?
Ceremonially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't they take the mounted out of it?
I love asking this question. Do any of you know what SIU is?
Yeah.
We do.
What is it?
Special Investigations Unit.
It's a special.
I was going to say that.
There you go.
Very
Big
good.
OX. Slap.
Do any of you know what EDSIU is?
Erectile
I got a feeling you're going to tell us.
Yeah.
I am. Good. But it's always fun to do this.
This guy's good.
Okay.
Go ahead, tell us. Do you have to get a prescription for it?
Cool.
You had me waiting with bated breath and panting anticipation of that.
Praying the internet was going to lock up again in the middle of it.
Okay, well, listen, before that happens,
In person with all of them, especially EDSIU. And finally,
there's also EDSOL.
2-hour show.
And CSIS.
Patricia Lights.
Patricia Regiment is.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Patricia Lights.
Princess
You're
Pat's.
looking at them.
They know.
Here.
Yeah, in Edmonton.
Hey, listen, X.
And they got a heck of a Korean history, I'll tell you.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I met a couple of those
And
fellas
I
there.
was even much more up close and personal with them.
Yes.
Teased them unmercifully
Did-
because
Wow.
they were mostly French Canadian, they were mixed, and they saved my life. So
Awesome.
Canadian story.
You want to hear a really great story on
Yes.
the patch? You want to look up a story called
Kapong.
Kapong
Or Kapyong, as
or
it's
Oh,
spelled.
Yeah.
in Korea.
This is that.
It's an amazing story on the Pats. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's
amazing.
You just got to read it. It's phenomenal.
And what's it called?
It's basically a battle, but it's pronounced Kapong, but it's spelled
Oh, Kapong.
Kapyon.
Right.
Tank ambush.
Say 700 Canadians took on 3,000 Chinese
Whoa.
and
Yeah.
survived to tell the story.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Super
Amazing.
story.
It's a tough over there.
Super
Well, we got Normandy,
Yep.
all those things that we lost a lot of lives for. And
Hey, my dad was a red patch devil.
Was he really? Yeah. Huh? Jeez.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, let me ask you.
Well, I hope you guys will cut me some slack if I tease you.
All right, listen, X. Let me ask you something.
Hey, we got broad shoulders.
Yeah.
What do you-
Yeah. We love a good joke.
Why do you have to beg every show? X. Listen. X.
We're just crazy people.
All right, listen. Let me
That's
just.
why they call us the Crazy Canucks.
No,
We
no.
missed something good about Canada in that list.
Go ahead.
Ooh, what
Red-
you got?
There we go.
Red, green.
Besides the Mackenzie brothers,
Red, green.
Red,
yes.
green. Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Keep your stick on the ice.
That's right. And duct tape, the handyman's secret weapon.
Yes.
If
Duct
women
tape.
don't find you handsome, make sure they find you handy.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Duct tape.
You can do better than
Another
that.
show, The Two Smiths.
Listen.
I actually flew
I
an
remember
airplane.
that. It's funny. I remember that.
Yeah.
I actually flew an airplane home that I had to duct tape the wingtip in
There you
order to
go.
fly home.
Really? Yes. Okay.
Sounds
What
like
airline
one of
was
my
that?
planes.
Was that United
Yeah.
Airlines?
Yeah,
I
we
got
call it
a
200
plane
mile an hour
sitting next to
tape
me here.
What kind, Kim? What
200
kind?
mile an hour.
I got a Vans RV4.
Okay.
Oh.
That is. I'll have to look it up for
Sounds
sure.
great.
I can kind of look. You see, it's right there.
That's all right. Hey,
Too blurry, but I'll have to check it out for
Where the
sure.
hell did that go?
every dream starts somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I think
well.
one of the
God
greatest.
bless you.
One
Let
of the
me
greatest
ask you.
astronauts started
Can I
that way.
just? Let me ask X something. X. All right. If in 30 seconds, and then I'm going to throw it to Mark because Mark has a great lake monster story. In 30 seconds, can you explain in your business what it means to go all white? 30 seconds.
Who are you talking to?
You. 25 seconds.
To go all white?
To
Is that what
go
you
all
said?
white. What does that mean in your business? 20 seconds.
To go all white means that you're non-covert, or the special operations people call it go dynamic.
Okay.
So
Oh.
that
So
means
you let
you're not trying to hide anything anymore.
you let your
You're out in the
allies,
open.
but you let your
I
allies
was hoping
know.
it didn't refer to tidy whities.
Right? No. That's another show. But you let you have five. The United States has 5 close allies, and they are Australia, Canada, the UK. There's 5 of them.
No,
What are
what-
Australia?
What they call them, Five Eyes. Most recently, but
2 seconds. Go ahead.
as recently as 20 years ago, they called them White Eyes.
Okay, white eyes.
No.
That's I mixed that up. What are they? What are the
No.
countries? What are the countries that they share their really top intelligence with?
Canada, Australia, New Zealand,
The Commonwealth countries.
New Zealand,
There's more of them.
and the United States, and
No.
UK. UK?
Yeah.
the Five
UK.
Eyes, they call them.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So anyway, wow. We're getting
X,
Two
Sorry.
separate. You confused or conflated.
Okay.
Two separate things. To go all white,
Conflated.
to go dynamic means you're no longer covert.
Yes.
Or
Oh.
you no longer try to hide yourself,
Oh.
and you just
Or
go
you're not
full
wearing white
blast.
Thank you.
You're out in
very
the
much.
open.
That's good. Okay. That
Five
really
Eyes or
that toned down the
whatever
laughter a
those
lot.
5 countries.
Raven,
Gotcha.
Raven, can I ask you a question, Raven? Do I sound better to you now? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Absolutely.
Excuse me.
Absolutely better.
Really? Oh, okay. That sounded good.
Yeah, sweetheart, Mac.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we take a break and add up the minutes? Okay, we're doing all Canada show, and when we come
How
back,
many minutes we took over? Is that what you're trying to say, Mac?
no.
Do we have to convert it to Canadian minutes?
Yeah, right. Is it Canadian minutes, centimeters? What's the matter with you people? Why can't you just? It's so confusing.
This is normal.
Yes.
No, it isn't.
Got to come to a family reunion.
Come to Canada. You gotta come to Canada.
All
We're
right.
nuts.
Let's take a commercial break now. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Mack Maloney's Military Exile Show, our All Canada show. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Mack Maloney's Military Exile Show here on the Distant Thunder Radio Network.
Oh my.
Wow. This is our all Canada show. Okay? And if we all don't just move to Canada right now, we're crazy.
You are.
Except their beer.
Crazy, Kelly.
Their beer sucks. But anyway, listen. All right.
Mac.
Well, hang on. One is here. Switchy is here. Raven is here. Kim Shea is here. TJ and LJ is here. Pam is here. X is here. And Mark Rucker is here. That it? And Coco?
I must say, this
Coco
is
is
so
not here.
awesome what you did. Awesome.
Well, this is what we do
Great idea.
every week.
Yeah, this is really good.
It turns out. So, listen, I have to do 2 things that I try to remind myself. You know, that guy Red Green, he's not funny. Switchy has put something up. Come.
Red Green?
Red Green.
Are you kidding me?
Can you put 10 seconds more into thinking up a name? Red Green?
Yeah, but you have to see his suspenders and everything.
Oh, he's hilarious. Listen.
That guy's a legend.
He's righteous. I'm sorry.
He's a legend, is he?
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Okay, look. In the next few weeks, we're going to be doing a World War II trivia show. Trivia contest on the air. We're going to have teams. We're going to have a good friend, Philip Baines, who owns the company that makes Risk and Monopoly and all that stuff. He's going to be the game master. And we're going to answer World War II trivia questions. I think X is involved. Coco's involved. Who else? I don't know. Maybe me. I don't know. But anyway, the winner is going to get a classic edition of Risk just in Europe. Risk just in Europe. And it's a...
Talk about the name that we draw that we're going to represent.
I never could understand that game.
Okay, that's good. Maybe you'll win. So look, what we're telling everybody is to just go to mackmaloney.com, okay? Go to the website of the radio show. There's a form there. Just send us your name and your email address. We'll put your name in the magic fishbowl and pick it out, and we're going to play for one of the fans, okay? So that's coming up in a few weeks. World War II Trivia Contest, okay? A game show night. Someone's going to be Alex Trebek. He's Canadian, and he just left us. Great guy. Great guy. Okay?
Yeah.
But let's face it. Let's be frank. He knew all the answers ahead of time, right?
I'm sure he did. But he was a smart man.
Was he really? Okay.
He was a wise man.
Okay. He used to
He
play.
was a wise, smart man.
He was a man's man.
He was a hockey
let's
player,
make a
too.
deal.
He was a hockey player.
Monty Hall.
Monty.
Canadian.
Monty. Oh, wait, Monty.
Winnipeg.
Alex, Canadian.
Monty is also
What I
Canadian?
want to know is how can I win a wingman embroidered ball cap?
Oh!
Yo.
Wow. Oh, you'd have to get that made up for you
I
there.
got t-shirts, guys.
Okay.
Do you have t-shirts?
We do we have t-shirts? We used to have t-shirts. Yeah. We have to have t-shirts. Yeah.
Merch. You got to do merch, man.
Can't do merch. Yeah. Can't. Tax reasons we can't do merch. But anyway, we used to have t-shirts. But if you come up here and go to about 50 different bars, there's a good chance that
You're
some
all over it.
barmaid will be wearing one of our shirts.
You're well known.
It's just not me. It's my wingman.
Oh, yeah.
It's my wingman.
You're going to blame it all on Juan.
I just got to clean up the mess.
Liaison. That's a little marketing.
A little bar.
Right.
You guys, right now.
Who closes the bar? Who closes the bar? We've closed 3 bars on a night. You remember that night?
Yeah.
We did.
Hey, we're coming.
That's a night. And listen,
They threw us out. They said we're closed.
he had to stay over my
I
house.
said that incorrectly. They've been thrown out of 3 bars.
Yeah, right. He had to. So listen.
I believe it.
So Juan has to stay at my house, okay, because he's too loaded to drive home, right? So, we roll in like 2 in the morning, and Lois gets up at 4:30 in the morning, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
I had to write signs and tape them up like in the bathroom and over the bed. Juan is here.
I've heard you say that before.
Put your robe on.
Stay away from my wife.
Well,
taking notes.
I ran out of ink. So that's true. Remember that night?
I do remember it.
Man, oh man.
Such a blast.
Yeah.
She ignored your warning and just came right out.
3 bars. We got out of the Starbucks gallon. We said, let's go up to that other Smoke and Ash or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
They give us 1 drink there.
Yeah.
And they go, okay, we got to close. Oh, wow. Juan stiffs the bartender. We go down to the coma. We get down the coma and they're still
Coma's
open.
always open.
Oh, man.
They must have a strange license.
We had to go back and apologize to 2 of the waitresses at the coma. Remember that? Do you remember? We had to go back twice. We had to go back and apologize for the apology.
Yeah.
Are we on the air?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right, listen. Let's settle down here.
I think we're back.
Okay,
We're
LJ and
trying.
TJ.
We're trying.
Yeah, wow, you missed a hell of a pot. But we'll send it to you. All right, listen. Mark Rucker.
Mack, just red, green. I'm on a boycott.
Oh, good. Okay, good for you. Look at that. Look where his hair's parted. It's on the other side. And his picture. Look.
It's a reverse picture.
Right.
Switchy, can you do Captain Kirk?
Go ahead, Switchy. Do Captain Kirk. Do a little Captain Kirk first, Switchy. Switch, come on.
It'll take a second.
It'll take a second.
But production team is.
Go ahead.
Just to clarify, Juan is really a nice guy.
Wow.
He is.
Doesn't sound anything like Captain Kirk.
Thank you, X.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
But so is Mac.
All right,
He's a
let's-
sweetheart.
Oh, that's okay, Pam. It's all right. You don't have to say it. I have a thick skin at this point.
I'm a
no,
real nice guy.
you've been so good to me, Mac.
Listen.
You made my
friendly.
week.
Do you
made
want to
my
see?
year.
Let me tell you our email. Okay, this is our fan letters. You ready? All right. If you can imagine a football field, Ravens are like 95 yards. Okay, 3 yards for Juan, 1 yard for Coco, and about 3 inches. Whoop! I don't want to say that. Let's say 8 inches for Mac.
Hopefully still here.
Now look, are we on the air?
Yeah.
The longest yard.
Juan.
Okay, Mark Rucker. You look like you should send your
Wait a minute.
picture
Somebody
around.
was talking to me. Somebody was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Pam.
Yeah.
Pam, you were saying something to Juan.
Oh my God! Now I forgot.
See, she's so.
That's how bad it is when you get old. All I can say about Juan is he's a sweetheart.
Jesus.
He's a Bruins fan.
Look at Juan.
Somebody wants something.
Do you have any idea how much work?
Girls.
Kick everybody's ass.
Do you have any idea?
Let's say about hockey, okay?
Wow. Now I'm going to have to go back to ground zero
Oh, Juan.
and put his
Juan.
ego
Are
back
you a
together.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer now?
Oh, don't.
I do have I do have some Tampa Bay
Come on.
Buccaneers.
Be honest.
Yes.
Be honest.
Yes.
He has Tampa Bay pajamas.
I have Tampa Bay Buccaneers gear a little bit.
Yeah, it
Only
must be hard to
only
do
because
that.
of the
I
Super
understand.
Bowl.
Well,
Edmonton had the best quarterback ever. That was Warren Moon.
Warren
Warren.
Moon. Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah, for Canada.
Moon him.
He was a great hockey player, too.
Just an amazing gentleman, an
Yeah.
amazing
Yes.
person.
Yeah, he was okay.
An
He was-
awesome athlete.
Awesome guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Mark Rucker returns, he's going to tell us about the lake monster in the lake right next to him. I'm going to say to
Where's
Mark,
that, Matt?
Yeah.
he's out in BC somewhere.
Okanagan.
Don't,
Oh, okay.
Mark should send
Okanagan.
his.
That's it.
Okanagan.
Good, Raven. You said it right. Finally, I
All right,
can
here he
somebody
is.
say it right.
Hey, Mark Rucker. Mark Rucker.
Okanagan.
Okanagan.
Mark Rucker, you're on. All right, the spotlight's on you. Let me ask you something, Mark. You should send your 8x10 around to Hollywood studios, because wouldn't he be perfect, like as the evil scientist or something? Look at him. Up in his lair. Look at
I'm
him.
not even kidding.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Exactly
yeah.
like Julian Richards.
Yes, whoever he is.
Played
Yes.
Death in
Looks just like.
Supernatural.
Right.
I've never seen that.
Ever think of that, Mark?
Julian Richards.
He's like almost a spitting image. I'm not even kidding.
Where's Mark? I can't see his face now. Where is he?
There he is. He's hiding.
Where are
There
you,
he is.
Mark?
Wait.
Oh,
there
there
we
we
are.
Am I?
Okay. Now listen. Hey,
I
Mark.
don't know what I look like, so I'll take.
There you are.
Oh, you need some shades.
there you are.
No.
How do Mac and Mark know each other? Like, how do you guys
Oh, we
connect?
lived in Saratoga.
We lived in
Springs
Saratoga
at the
Springs,
same
yeah, a
time.
long time ago.
Oh, Saratoga
okay.
Springs. Okay.
Yeah.
And Mark has the largest collection of, let's say, vintage baseball memorabilia around. Do you still have that, Mark?
Actually, I gave my publishing collection of all the images to the Society for American Baseball Research.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Yeah. He's really into the baseball, really into the the metrics and all that stuff. But I got to tell you that for a short amount of time, I actually lived in a house that Mark owned, okay? And I would sleep in this place where he had all this baseball memorabilia around, and you had that little statue of that guy, that little wooden statue, you know, of the guy of the sense. And I'd wake up and look at that man. Where am I?
Like a
Yeah, it was very strange.
bad boy.
Yeah, like a bad boy, but
So you're in the movie Midnight in the Museum.
something like that. Yeah, and this guy's swinging a bat at me, and I'm. It's a long time ago. I'm better now. So anyway,
That's
so
a
listen,
great game.
So listen, Mark. So you moved up to Canada next to a lake, and the lake happens to have a monster in it. Is that the?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's much like Loch Ness, I suppose.
Go ahead.
Oh,
And but it is an ancient character because the natives here have another name for it. They don't call it Ogopogo. They call it something like Kahuta.
Wow, that's
Something like that.
that sounds like
now
Gaelic.
get you doing.
Sound like Gaelic to me.
And they
actually.
don't.
I'm waiting for Mac to make some
What?
ethnic slur.
Oh, how dare
Go
you.
ahead, Mac. We can take it.
All I say is
He has
that
a
he
hard
spent,
time about dealing with
not to jump on Mark's time here, but he
Go
spent,
ahead.
40 years trying to learn Gaelic, and he talks it to us, and it sounds like Cleon. I think someone is really you're pulling your leg there, dude. Come on, speak some Gaelic. Say some Gaelic to us. Yeah, you're going to the right person. Go ahead, say some Gaelic. I dare you. I'll give you $10. Go ahead.
Is that 10 US?
Yes.
That's $12 Canadian, isn't it?
He's too swarakan salak.
Okay, come on. Let's go now. I think that sounds like
That's like sounds
that's
like
Cleon.
Awesome.
Someone's shitting you there, pal. How much you been paying for those lessons? Listen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I
Or
want
was it?
Fuji.
Or is it Klingon?
It's Cleon. She's
I don't know either of them. I don't even know why I'm asking.
Star Trek. She's so young she doesn't know. She watched the cartoon.
It's your third beer.
Oh, we see Raven with another drink.
I
I,
know,
like that.
that's
I'd like
okay.
to see that.
It's an energy drink.
Ricky, how did
Mark
you do
Rucker, please. Let's get back. Let's get back to Mark Rucker.
Raven, you got to come to our barbecue.
Hey, Kim.
You're going to fit in perfect.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I will-
Kim
I
Shea,
will
do you ever
go
think it was
back.
going to be like this, Kim? You think it was going to be like this, Kim?
Yeah. Hey, what time does the sun set in Mass?
It never sets here. Never.
Oh, come on.
It's always out.
Just tell me.
I don't know. Probably 8:23.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's about 9:30, and it's going to get up to 11 o'clock.
Yeah, really. Oh, you live way up near the North Pole.
Yeah.
Mark Rucker.
Drive you
When are
crazy.
you coming to Canada, Mac?
Pam, you were right the first time.
Hey, I'm afraid they won't let me
The
back.
sun never sets in Mass.
That's right. That's what you say about the British Empire. Look what happened to them. All right, listen,
Yeah.
Mark Rucker, you bought a house next to a lake, and there's a monster in the lake, right?
Oh,
You really want to talk about that?
oh really?
Jesus.
With a monster.
Yes. Go ahead. Just,
Seriously?
yeah, tell us.
I've met 3 people who say they've seen it.
Okay. Are they in this room
so
right
that's
now?
hearsay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you
say
Yes.
evidence.
Go ahead.
But the report is that it has a head like a horse.
Yes.
It's very large, with some kind of like antennae or something coming out of it.
Kind of amphibian?
Yes. Has to be.
A reptile.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So another guy saw it down by Penticton, which is at the south end of Okanagan Lake.
Okay.
He saw just the fins going in and out of the water in a rippling effect.
Oh.
So
Go ahead.
he
Yes.
didn't see the head.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another person who saw it rear its head up in a cove, and right above their boat. And then duck back down.
Go ahead. Yes.
So, but no one who is academic
Yes.
around here believes any of it.
Okay. That means a smarty pants. Listen, let me ask you then. Listen, TJ and LJ, I mean,
Yes.
you're nodding as if this is not a big surprise to you? Or was that just me?
No.
This is Canada legend.
Yeah, that's an old wives' tale from.
It's not an old wives'
Wow,
tale.
wow.
Wives' tale.
Since,
Whoa.
since I was a child, I knew Ogopogo. Yeah.
So he's just.
Ogopogo in Canada is just as famous as the Loch Ness
In Loch
Monster
Ness.
worldwide.
Ogopogo.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Loch Ness, yeah.
Great name for a band. So, Mark, are you under the delusion of when you're seeing this? You're an academic. What's the matter with you?
Well, the lake out here every day produces all kinds of strange patterns.
Mm-hmm.
There are no boats on the lake. There's nothing. There's no wind.
Yep.
And
Yes.
yet there are all of these strange conduits that seem to be there and produced perhaps by something under the surface. But
Yep. Yes.
Isn't nature wonderful that way?
It
I
depends.
mean, do you feel it's like a portal?
It depends. It could be a portal to another lake. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm just wondering.
about like how big is the lake?
How big is the
It's
lake?
huge.
Mark, how big is the
Okay,
lake?
so it's like
And
it
deep,
wouldn't be
and deep.
unnatural for boats.
The Okanagan is a very big lake.
Okay.
But the question is, like
Slave
Juan
Lake too
just
has
said,
monsters in it.
how deep is it?
Slave? Did you say slave?
It's one of the deepest lakes in the world.
Is it really?
I know
Yeah.
that, but I didn't know there was.
Lots of stories from.
Is
young
that
people
right?
there. Yeah, and neighbors.
Well, there's Slave Lake, and then there's Great Slave Lake, and
Yes, that's right, Pam. I'm talking Great Slave Lake. Yeah.
Yeah, the deeper you go,
Yeah,
the,
the one up
the
in the
bigger the
Northwest Territory.
chances are
Yeah.
something's in there.
Yeah. Even
So-
our Saskatchewan River, which comes out of the Columbia ice field up in the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
has got some strange stories, Mac, of like something coming out of the river that would take like a small cow, or a farmer would say, that my cow was taken by
No.
something that crawled up and took it. Now,
Oh, come on.
those are just weird
really?
stories that
Hey,
I
listen,
have no
ever
idea
see that
what
guy?
they would be talking about.
Ever see the TV show called River
Mark mentioned
Monsters?
the
Ever
head
see
of
that
it looked
show?
like a horse. And if you go back into the
You hear
history
that a
of
lot.
Loch Ness,
Right.
the
Yes.
water horse goes back
Yes.
hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Not just Loch Ness, but other lakes and lochs in Scotland and Ireland. There's Morag. There's
Here's
some
the
in
thing, though.
Ireland.
But let me ask.
And
Let me
where
let me
essentially
ask you
they're
something
talking about
switchy.
The same thing, kind of a long neck, the humps and so forth.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a there are
Kind of
patterns all over the world.
dinosaurs. Yeah.
Well, this guy,
Yeah,
he used to
in the
do.
ocean, too, off Victoria. They've seen that same animal.
He used to do the
The
show.
horse head.
Oh,
Interesting
listen.
fact about the natives here is that there is wall art on the
Yes.
coast. The monster.
Oh yeah,
much
huh?
like is described by the natives in
The Haida, right? The Haida?
Yes. Say yes.
I think it is the Haida.
But
Hydra had 9 heads, I think.
But see that's a big
Yeah.
point because like someone once said to me that I saw somewhere that like there was 178 native tribes in the northwest part of U.S. and Canada way back when.
Yeah.
And the thing about
sounds about
natives
right.
was
Yeah,
that
that's right.
they wouldn't
Yeah.
they wouldn't invent monsters. They would say it's a big fox, it's a big bear, it's a big eagle. It's something they saw all the time, but was just gigantic. Okay.
It's something they relate to.
Yeah, that they relate to. But like
No,
out,
every-
out of 170
Yeah.
of them, like 150
Tricksters.
had a word for Sasquatch. They actually had a word for it, so that means they must have seen it. Yeah, maybe it's a word like they had for bear or fox, whatever, but it wasn't something that they were making up because if it was, he'd be huge. you know?
No.
So I think something's going on
You
up
guys
there. They
believe
have-
in Sasquatch?
Yeah, sure. We found them 3 weeks ago. Thanks to Raven.
Was it one laying on a path or something?
No. You want to explain what
Coco's
happened?
compound. Got one of those in his barn, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What you got to
He's got a
do?
zoo down there.
Tending the goats.
Oh, hey, you got to
And the
come.
pigs.
You got to go see it for real. You won't believe the parties that this guy throws. Nothing like
I bet.
yeah, nothing
I've heard.
crazy.
I'd love to get to one.
Yeah.
We all got to move out east, I think.
You know, so
No. I'll go visit.
he lives out in the middle of nowhere in Maine, you know. So and you can get to his place like 5 different ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's really
It
nuts.
seems like he's centrally located, but he's
Yeah.
not. He's in the middle of nowhere.
It's like literally take
There's
a left.
a lot of
Take a left at the Bear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, the guy on River Monsters is a TV show where this guy goes around the world and he looks like big fish and stuff like that. And I think he said like sturgeons. He says a lot of times people will see something and they'll be like, "Is a sturgeon the right name?" It's like this.
We have lots of sturgeon around here.
They're like huge.
Swamp gas, too.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's the name of my first band? So anyway, I have to. Someone said something about talking about the natives, and I have to clear something up about Vincent Price. Juan, are you paying attention? What are you looking at?
What?
Okay. Yeah.
the cryptid in Great Slave Lake.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. You're on the.
Old Slavey, they call
There's
it.
a picture mark there. Holy. All right. We made we had a little report about Vincent Price about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and we said he got thrown off of Hollywood Squares. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I do.
No.
Yes, he got thrown off of Hollywood Squares because.
What did he say?
Well, they said to him, we misquoted him, and I have to, make it right. Okay, what they said to him was, "Can you say I love you in less than 3 words in Hawaiian?"
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And he said, yes, it's $20 in the pineapple. I don't know if he is. Who knows? What's he have against the Hawaiians? I have no idea. But he was never on Hollywood Squares again. So, all right, we'll sweeten that up, too. So, listen, Lonnie, you're the timekeeper tonight. What do you say? How much more do you have?
Let's see.
You probably can't wait to get rid of us.
No. We're going to see how we can extend it. This will be the Viagra edition. We'll extend it. But if it goes more than 3 hours, we got to go to the hospital.
16 left.
16 left. Okay. Well, why don't we just roll with it instead of taking a break and doing all that technical stuff? Okay.
I don't think you have much choice, Mac.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Let's go to Raven. Let's talk to you, Raven.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone thinks she's so cute. So, I hate to do
Winona
this.
Raven, we call her.
Winona Raven, we call her a number of things. Let me pass a note to JJ, please. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
JJ, how are you?
And I'm trying to get that great beer, but
Let
I
me
think
just put my
I'm going to have to do
cardigan
a
on.
road
Oh,
trip.
there's a sweetheart.
Don't you dare.
Are you getting cold, hon?
Yeah,
yes,
everyone
yeah.
all over me for my
No, wait. We're talking a while.
Oh,
Her father was actually asked, he worked in a big corporate industrial military complex company, and they asked him, please don't wear cardigans every day. Correct, Raven? Is that yes or no? Yes. And then he comes and visited me, and we're going into the coma. And he has a cardigan on. I go, no way. Take it off. Here's a jacket
Which
of
he
mine.
denies.
Which he denied. I have a picture of
And
it.
I'm like,
He's-
no.
Yeah.
And you don't look
He's
good.
wearing my jacket. I said, what, do you want to bring a cat in there with you too? No. So he had to sit there like a man, right? Okay. So
Gotta work for
anyway,
those companies that microdoses.
no, listen.
This is her dad you're talking about?
Yeah, Juan has a question for Raven, please. Juan.
No, I didn't have a question. I'm just.
You wrote it to me on a note, please. We got 16 minutes left.
No, you gave me a note.
Burn some of it.
You
Okay.
gave me a note.
16 minutes.
Go ahead, Wani.
Did he finish telling the story of the monster in the Great Slave Lake?
Yes.
Hey, great slave.
If you're an academic, you don't see it.
Okay.
Do you have a question? Do you want me to ask the question for you?
No, I don't have.
Give me the question.
Oh, come on, JJ.
Come on.
Raven.
Be good to Raven.
Raven. Oh, I hate to do this. He's making me do it. How are the cans?
They're good.
Okay,
They're
all right.
always good.
We're talking about
They're
headphones.
perfect.
Oh, is that what you were talking
Hands
about?
are the best.
Okay. I'm up to the plate for the second time, and nothing but strikes.
Can't even give me anything I can't answer. Can't do it.
Oh, she's a good girl.
E-Rod must
Good
be.
girl.
All right, listen. Let's talk about Canada for a second. I'm just going to ask the Canadians here, and I'll end with Mark. So I'll start with TJ and LJ. What about Americans do you like, and what don't you like? Start with like, because it might be shorter.
I love the fact that Americans are so patriotic. I love their patriotism. I love the way they treat their military fellas with the utmost respect. And you're gonna shoot me for this. The one thing that I'm disappointed Americans with is guns.
All right, so go on.
I see no problem with doing a background check on a fella in order to get him a gun.
Yep.
I think that's
You're
fair.
right.
I got no argument
You're
there.
absolutely
I agree with you.
But just the proliferation of
sorry fans.
an AK. Damn.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
you know what the problem is now is knives.
Knives too.
Knives.
Regulate that. So listen, what don't you like
We have
about the
lots
U.S.?
of
TJ and LJ. I want to hear what she has to say.
Sorry, you're getting talked over again, Matt. Can't
What
hear you.
don't you like about the United States? What bugs you about us?
Guns.
Okay, all right.
Guns.
Double. Okay, yes.
Not so much the guns, but the attitude towards the guns.
Yes. Do you think we're
Not
rude?
all Americans are like that.
Do you think we're rude?
We understand that.
A frozen kielbasa can do as much damage.
Now,
Frozen kielbasa can do as much damage.
We have lots of guns too, you guys.
I gotta tell you this much.
We do.
Go ahead.
Something I love more,
We can't
getting
do-
in my old Winnebago, going to port here and camping out in the Walmart parking lot in the
Yes.
USA.
Yeah.
That's a great thing.
Really?
Canada-
Yeah. Okay. Is that
In
what they
Canada,
do?
guns are tools.
There you go.
Exactly.
In the United States, they're objects that work.
All right. We're gonna have to
Yes.
cut out 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's almost like a fetish. I
Oh,
mean,
well,
the guns that we
whoa,
have around the
fetish.
farm.
Oh, all of a sudden,
Say, they're
it's a
tools.
secret word of the night.
We don't fetishize them. We use them and respect them rather than.
Okay.
It's almost like.
But gun laws have never worked in Canada. They
For the
never
first
have.
for the first
In the
time
United
tonight, Kim
States,
Shea
it's a
isn't
mental
laughing, so
illness.
I'm getting afraid here. Kim Shea, what do you like about Americans, and what don't you like about Americans? Kim Shea, Edmonton.
I think what I've always really loved about the U.S., I think, is just like what we're doing right now, is the subcultures that you
Getting
people
drunk
possess,
on
where
the
you
air
get together
with crummy
and you
Canadian
can
beer.
discuss and talk about what you like. Where ours is just much smaller.
Amen, Kim.
We don't have this community as much as you guys do, and I've always been in love with whatever it is, like from the 50s movement to this what we're talking right now, just this whole thing. And when it comes to I don't know, hate, I guess guns would probably be up there, I guess, when it comes to, I mean, that's just because it's in the press every day, and that's all we ever hear about down here. And
There goes that Kalishnikov ad. Yes. Okay.
I mean, you guys, without you guys and us guys being next to each other, my goodness, North America would be a different state. And we are so lucky.
Yes.
So lucky to have each other as a backdrop to whatever situations and problems, including, I'm not going to drop Biden's name, but I mean, Mr. Biden has been very nice to Canada.
There you go.
He's helped us out
And
with
why not?
shots, and
Yes.
he's helped us out with other ways of acknowledging
cut
our
this out.
situation. So to us as Canadians, I think that stands really huge, and sorry I can't come up with more negative stuff, Matt.
It's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
There's
Raven.
something really precious about the world's longest undefended land border.
Yes.
right,
There
yes.
is.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Longest undefended border.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Raven.
Now let's just
Real precious there.
What do you hate
Yeah.
about
Right.
Americans?
Right.
What do you hate
Your
about
name's
Americans,
right.
Raven?
What do I hate about America?
Yeah, let's just.
Oof, don't get me started.
Okay, that's.
Did you say hate
What do you
about
like about
Canada?
Canada? I don't know. I was
We
going.
closed all of the Blockbuster and Video Kings
That's
in
true.
like 2005.
What bitch did
What's your
that?
deal with that?
Isn't there a couple in Texas or
Son of
something?
a yeah, yeah.
There's
I
one
miss
in
hanging out in
Pennsylvania.
Blockbuster.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Yeah, you
got
would, yeah.
beef and I am ready to fight about it.
There you go. Wow. I pulled the pin
Watch
out
it
of
come
that
back
hand
with a
grenade.
vengeance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Records. Everybody will want them soon.
Yep.
We then come to
I have to,
first.
I have to hang on to our 600 VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Store them.
Classics.
Yeah.
I still
I got
have
chills.
Give
VHS.
them away to Goodwill right now, but
I
man.
still have VHSs.
Yeah.
I still have
8-tracks.
vinyl, DVD.
Ah,
I got all of it.
Vinyl. Yes.
That's my girl.
Hey, Pam.
That's my
The
girl.
folks that are hosting us tonight, they actually have some of those old mini cassette
Yes.
tapes,
Movies.
and they want me to digitize,
Wow.
Digitize
for
them,
them
yeah.
because nobody here can play them anymore.
But you should do that,
Yeah.
to
I got the
save them.
technology at
Just
home.
save them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to save them. I get a lot of cassette tapes I'd like to have saved too. And
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
you digitize
Yeah.
them, then they're there forever. I like that. Hey, Pam.
Yes.
What don't you what do you like and not like about Americans? Be frank with us.
I will be frank. I love America. I've traveled fair places in America. I've always been treated wonderfully. And even when I've come across Americans up here in Canada,
Yes.
they're fabulous people. There's always bad people or ignorant people, but for me, from what I've, seen and experienced,
Yes.
Americans, I'm sorry, but they're just like our brethren.
Okay.
I don't know how much
Yeah.
more.
We're all cousins, eh?
Yeah.
What don't you
Yeah.
like about
Yeah.
cousins?
Yeah.
What don't you like
No.
about us? What don't you like about us? Are we rude? Are we all cowboys?
There's nothing I could say I don't like about it.
Really?
The only thing that
Here we go.
scares me is what's going on with these shootings,
Okay.
white cops shooting black people.
Well,
and
Yeah,
that's the only thing
Okay.
that really scares me. And it makes me sad because law enforcement put their asses on the line for you.
Right.
And you never forget that. I'm
Right.
sorry. You can't
Well,
forget
it's hopefully they'll solve that soon. So, hey, listen, Mark Rucker, expat, you went from the U.S. to the Canadian over into Canada. Was it a good decision?
Mark.
Look at him. He looks like he's running the world. Look at this freaking guy. Doesn't he look like?
Probably.
I'm pulling the strings,
He's doing a commercial.
Talking about.
drinking some
I
grape,
love it.
drinking some
I
grape
love
juice
it
there.
So much. He's got his wine glass and he's like,
Yes, yeah.
I'm swirling the tannin.
What's the aroma?
Like,
What's the aroma?
Yeah, you're checking the tannin.
Yeah.
I am obsessed.
He's
I
the
love
most
you,
interesting
It's probably
American
MD 2020.
in Canada.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it is.
Switchy. Yes.
Anyone remember that? MD 2020?
I don't know.
Hey, listen.
Did you ask a question?
Here.
Yes. So, what was it a good move for you? How long have you been in Canada? When did you flee the United States?
I've been here 14 years.
How many?
14 years.
14.
And the reason I left the States was that I couldn't have
No
a
politics.
decent conversation with my neighbor without something going wrong and them getting angry and yelling.
Wow. Where'd you live?
Here in Canada, I can have a talk with someone who's diametrically opposed
Yes.
to what I think, and we'll agree to talk, and we'll talk civilly,
And they don't hate
and
you.
we'll leave as friends.
Yeah, that's the difference.
That's the
Yeah, that
difference.
sucks.
It's supposed to be. That's right, Mark. Good for you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes,
We lost
good
our
for you.
dignity somewhere along
Yeah.
the way.
But don't you guys ever forget how much we love our U.S. friends. Don't ever forget that.
When I
We don't.
think
I
of
feel
Canadian
like you
people,
have to love us because of convenience.
Raven.
You guys have nuclear weapons.
Wow.
yeah.
Talk about sucking the energy out of the room.
Yeah, we're kind of hitched to each other. Yeah.
Wow.
But we love each other. At least I do.
I love my Canadians. I need a
Okay.
Canada support person.
Yes.
We'll
We'll volunteer.
Kim is on the way. Kim is on the way. Give me your
We're here
address.
for you. We're here for you.
So
I'm all
weird.
set. My grandmother was Canadian, so I have Canadian blood.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow. All of a sudden,
Awesome,
Switchy volunteering for the job. So
So
listen,
you must have relatives. in Canada then,
A
Steve?
million. I have about 1.5 million cousins in Canada.
Wow. How many people are up there?
Is it Eastern? Is it mostly in the East then that your family?
The French people?
Mostly, but I know there's some way out in Vancouver area somewhere, west of Saskatchewan, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I say, there's
I've
a
never
few
met.
here.
They're probably hockey
Pam
players.
lives, there's a few. Stu Ward, what the heck was he? He played hockey too.
How many?
There's a few out here that have done very well at sport.
Yeah.
For sure.
Several years ago, my wife and I went up to the Thunder Bay area and met a bunch of relatives I had never seen before.
Wow, I love
I think
Thunder
my
Bay.
grandmother grew up in Fort William for a while. Which
Oh,
of course,
perfect.
I guess no longer exists.
Okay.
Yeah.
I even have a Highway 61 sign
2
that
minutes.
says Fort William on it that one of my distant cousins stole back about 1940 and brought to the States.
Well, Canadians like to steal.
They steal. Oh, they do.
Call that
grandmother's-
historic preservation.
Okay. That's
Well,
right.
they'll probably come after me now.
Okay.
The Royal Mounted Police. will
A
show
gang
up
of
on
Canadians.
horseback.
Wow.
Somewhere.
Switchy.
We have a Max Ward.
Next time we do a
Steve.
Canadian show, I'll have to produce it and show it to everybody.
Max Ward was a big aviation guy out in the West here who owned a company called Ward Air.
Yes.
Had one of the first
Ward.
747s in Canada.
That's Ward.
And he was a bush pilot that flew out of the north and got his wings doing crazy stuff and was just a gentleman and an amazing man.
Yeah.
I went to school with his kids and he wasn't too far away from here. He drove a car until well into his 90s.
Wow. Yeah.
He passed away a few years ago, but he's missed and he's a very loved man. But he was
Ward Air was the class of the class when he flew to Canada.
Legend.
Did you guys have Montgomery Wards over there?
Top sirloin steak.
Yeah, Montgomery Ward. That's
Yeah.
Wow, same ward?
Yeah.
Don't fall off the chair, Raven.
I remember you telling me.
By the way, can I let everybody know that
Yes.
the image behind me
Yes.
is Commander Cobra
Uh-oh.
and the running of the goats.
The running. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there's
He's here
Bear.
with us in
Talking about his little pig, though,
He's the one in the shirt. He's wearing the shirt.
Michigan.
Yep. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. I've been there for that.
I don't know
A
why
pork
he
chop.
doesn't believe that we don't.
Yeah.
Why does he have to run them? Where are they running
Hey,
to?
Steve, I think-
Are they running
I think
away
that
from him?
My favorite shot behind Steve has been Captain Cook.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Good job, Steve.
I did like Nessie.
got a
Nessie was my favorite.
That's
A
okay. Yeah.
fabulous actor, a fabulous person.
Who?
Can I ask Steve a question?
Yes, go,
Yeah.
please.
Steve, these flying critters, some of these dudes that are flying down in Mexico, some of them are being seen in Europe, I believe. What's your take on some of this crazy humanoid flying stuff that people are seeing? Do you think it's the Mothman, or do you think this is something else that maybe people are seeing?
Oh.
Probably something else. People tend to want to call everything the Mothman. It seems to be more of a specific thing. But if you look at the history of these winged creatures, some of them are more like apparitions. They don't really, biologically, they don't work. But there's a long tradition, even way down in Central America, there was something they call the Ickals, which are little tiny beings that seem to have some kind of a jetpack on or something like that.
Yes.
So and the Mothman biologically didn't work either. About over 100 people saw it that year, 66, 67.
Yeah.
But the wingspan wasn't really big enough to lift something like that. It didn't always flap its wings.
Right.
A lot of these things have red glowing eyes, not eye shine. So
That's the
there's
weird thing.
People see something, but a lot of these things don't fit biologically. There was the Wisconsin man bat a few years ago.
Yes.
A different kind of a critter.
Remember him?
But isn't that like the bumblebee?
Oh.
The bumblebee.
What's
The
that?
bumblebee
Isn't
looked
that
right at me today.
The Boston
Like a
bumblebee.
bumblebee seriously looked like eye level looked at me today.
Yeah, that's a
and it,
For good luck.
my soul fell out of my butt.
That's a wait a minute. Pick it up.
Make
it back.
this
I want
up.
that line.
That's
Maybe
called
it's
the
an alien.
carpenter
Yeah,
That's the
bee.
first time I ever heard
It was
bumblebee
so
and
good.
butthole in the same sentence.
I mean,
Switch it.
First.
I can't even make it up though.
Man.
A bumblebee was like, it
Thank
looked
you, Raven.
through my soul.
Raven, let me
They're so
explain that to you.
beautiful.
Can I explain that to Raven,
These are
please?
just-
What you're looking
She's
at,
a sweetheart.
what you're looking at
Your
is a
neighbor Mac a beeman?
no. You're looking at a carpenter bee. I have them all the time. I thought it was X screwing around with me when he worked for that other
That's
company.
what they are.
Yeah, they come and they look at you.
literally,
They'll
make
they'll
their
just like
nests
look at
in-
you
in,
for a
like,
long,
wood.
long time.
Oh.
If that's a fucking drone. I'm gonna with him picking with me.
Probably a drone.
I'm telling you, they come up and they look at you.
Like
They look at you. Yeah, it's weird. But they're called carpenter bees, and they're very territorial.
Have you guys seen the cicadas?
No, not yet. No, we don't have
to
that.
come out this year, aren't they?
Yeah, like a whole whack of them. I've just heard about this.
I live in a beach. I don't have to care. I don't care about that.
No, there's like
We have to
a
go.
million of them. Like they come out of the ground every 15 years?
7 years. Seven.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
seven.
I love that noise they make.
Hey,
Just
listen.
such a neat noise at night.
Oh, but they're creepy.
It's a mating noise.
They're so
Do you know that's a mating noise
Yes.
there,
Yes.
TJ and LJ? That's a mating noise.
Everything that animals do is about.
Imitate it for us. No,
Yeah.
listen. We have to, no.
Okay, that's cool to know.
Yeah, I like that noise.
We have to bring the train into the station. Okay, we're arriving in Montreal. What I want to know is why aren't any of these French-speaking people from Canada on with us? Why is it always?
Because they're on the eastern side.
Well, you have to get them out of
People are on
Quebec.
the west.
We don't
Yeah,
speak
there's
French.
lots of people into UFOs and paranormal in Quebec.
Lots of,
The rest of us are English speaking.
Really,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. That's just the way it
who
is.
needs? Okay, listen.
But it was well said.
Nah, I don't want to say that. That's,
Yeah, that's a bad thing to go to. Yeah, we don't want to do that.
I just want to say something, Mac,
Yes.
while we're talking about
Please do.
Canada, is that without Quebec, we wouldn't have snowmobiles. So
snowmobile.
we would all be
That's part of
very,
us.
very upset.
It's like the
Without
Pantheon.
our we love the French. If any guys out there, I love you. I love you. And I wish, and I say this with all my heart because I don't get a chance right now, but I wish I could speak both languages fluently.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I do.
Yes.
I agree.
I don't disagree with you.
I got to say this one thing. I went to Quebec City once.
Beautiful city,
isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it's a
I've
beautiful
never seen
place.
it. Well, I was there in '67, but I was like knee high to
Yeah.
Quebec City.
Don't go there.
Beautiful place. Great restaurants.
'67. I was just
You want to
kid.
know what's really horrible? My generation took French classes pretty
Yeah.
much all the way through public school, high
Yep.
school, university.
Yep.
Today, I can speak with a Parisian, but I cannot speak with a Quebecer.
Really?
That's how we
I
were
cannot
taught.
understand
Different lingo.
Quebec
It is a
accent.
different lingo.
Really?
I can speak French from France, and I cannot do a darn thing with
But
it.
why, there's so much slang in it?
So embarrassing.
Slang? or
It's-
whatever?
calling them Quebecers?
Yeah.
Quebecers.
Quebecers.
Okay.
Or Quebecois.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure I was hearing correctly.
That's all right. I was hearing something else.
What do you
People from
call them?
Quebec, we call them Quebecers.
Okay.
That's all right. That's all right, Raven. We got you covered.
Okay.
We have to say goodbye. We have to pull
I
this
want
train.
some like the Canadian slang, you know?
Okay.
Like I want to be on your level.
Canadian slang. All you got to do is say.
We went 2 hours without saying that.
Like,
Listen,
sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Always apologizing.
Like,
Always do
sorry.
I have to.
Sorry.
Don't forget about.
That's just Canadians.
The train is coming
Do
into
all
the station. Here
Canadians
comes the train.
pronounce Z as Z.
Yes, Zed.
Zed.
Not Z.
What's with the Z?
Zed.
Why can't you say Z like everyone else?
It's English.
Put the line through it. You got to put the line through it.
Free health care.
Listen.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Remember Zorro, right?
That's just me. Yeah.
It stands
What
for
would Zorro be? He had to throw that
It
extra
stands for
line in there.
Zorro, just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Just do
Yeah.
it.
The Canadian
That
Zero.
wouldn't make any sense.
Put the Canadian Zorro. It wouldn't work.
We call him Zed.
Zorro.
13 episodes, Switchy.
Hey,
All right,
A
listen.
guy named Tommy Douglas.
All right, listen.
If you
Yes.
guys, if you guys ever make it up to Canada, you look us up in Ontario.
Okay.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'd
Let me
love to
answer.
host
All
Let
right,
me.
send me
Yeah.
your.
That would be fun.
And if
Send me-
you're in
send me your
Alberta,
address.
same
Hold
thing.
on. Hold on.
Coming
Hold
too.
on.
Buy that P-51 out there. Where is that?
Do you really? You have one?
Yeah.
You have a P-51?
How much?
Do you really?
I think you'd probably pick it up for about 50 grand.
No.
Fifth?
Where would I
Ross's-
park?
Ross's-
Yeah.
Ross's-
Where
Look
would
it
I
up
park?
on Barnstormers. It's on
All
Barnstormers.
right, listen.
Under Warburg.
Mark,
That's crazy.
Mark Rucker, I have to say goodbye to you first. I don't know why. Okay. Thank you very much. Please plug your poster
banished.
company, please.
You called him an evil villain.
No, wait, what?
Come visit the evil's kingdom here in BC.
Okay, good.
Do Mark.
Next to the lake with a
Yes.
monster. What's the name of your company?
Guys, company. Oh, the RuckerArchive.com.
RuckerArchives.com. Go on there. He's got all kinds of crazy stuff. RuckerArchives.com, correct?
Crazy stuff like what?
Like just kind of like different posters.
RuckerArchive.com. Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. I'll be back soon. Red Sox are going to suck this year. Red Sox suck. Listen, it's going to be Yankees and Dodgers again. That's boring. Okay. Anyway, okay. Who's
Jays.
Hey, Pam. I gotta we gotta say goodbye to you now. I'm sorry.
No.
Really? Okay.
No, you can't.
Can we have one more fan? Can you fan yourself one more time for us, please, for Jasper? Do you have the fans anywhere nearby you? Can you fan yourself?
Oh my God! Yes.
Or a radio show. But
there's my beautiful fan.
There you go.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Fan yourself.
I also have this lovely white one.
Queen.
That's a nice
JJ.
Yes.
Pull your pants up, JJ.
Queen of Canada. I love you guys.
Thank you, Pam. We'll do it again soon, okay? All right.
Please,
please,
I'd love to do it.
We love you,
Pam,
too.
remember to keep your stick on the ice, okay?
Yes. Stick on the ice, as Red Green would say. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't bring that in. He's not funny. If he's, it's like Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd's a great guy. He's a UFO. He's not really funny. Though, is he really?
Yeah, he's funny.
No, he is.
Yeah.
Him and Bill Murray. No.
He's still yakking.
Yeah.
He is.
Anyway.
He's a
Isn't
cute
he-
guy.
Wasn't he on Rogan's show a little while ago?
Who?
Hey, if you wind up on that show, you can't get arrested.
No. Well,
TJ and LJ, yeah, it's good vodka though. Someone give me a bottle of that stuff. That stuff is like LSD. No, I don't mean that.
It's
Listen,
like $90. Like,
see, what are you lining his pockets for? He's got plenty of money.
exactly.
LJ and TJ, thank you for joining us.
Shit.
Thank you.
I love you, Raven. You're awesome.
We all do.
Cool, Raven. Come to
Thank you,
Canada.
guys. Thank you,
Go,
guys.
Raven.
You're gonna have to come down.
Yeah, you guys got to come to Canada. You just have to do a show up here.
We'll do it. What's the
Come
exchange?
visit. We'll fill you full of weed and liquor.
We'll leave tonight.
And I got a dashing devil may care young aerobatic pilot would just love to meet you.
Wow.
There you go.
All right, Juan, we'll take your car.
It sounds like a
Canadian man, watch out.
Juan has a cool car. We'll take that one. TJ and LJ, thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate you liking us and that you've, you wrote to me so many years ago. I'm so glad we got the chance to kind of meet in this kind of zoomy way.
Mac, you're the best. We love you so much.
We appreciate that a lot.
I just can't say that enough.
And thanks. And thanks for renting the hangar to talk to us, okay?
Oh, and Juan.
Yes.
And Juan, yeah, don't
Thanks,
forget
man.
him.
Love the hat.
Yes.
Love you, Mac.
LJ.
Fanny.
Love you, Mac.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon. Kim Shea, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim.
Okay, I guess.
Okay, no, hang on. Don't go anywhere. Kim Shea,
Who,
thank you
us?
very much. Yes, stay where you are. Kim Shea, thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it, dude. Okay?
Thank you. It was really a pleasure to meet all of you great folks, and I hope you have a great summer, great spring, and good luck with those airplanes out there, guys.
We got to stay in
I'd
touch.
like to meet you sometime.
That's really cool stories. I love hearing you guys on Mac's show, so I'm glad to have met you guys.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
We'll talk to
Well,
you
we're
soon.
not too far away, so I hope I get to meet you sometime.
You too, Pam.
Thank you. Thanks,
And
Kim.
Juan.
Yes.
I want to come out and hang out with Juan because he's got all the chicks. So
Oh, yes. he does.
What?
I know where to come. I know where to come and hang out.
Okay.
Mac, we know
Come
where
by
to go.
anytime.
See how that hurts
We know
me?
how to deal with Juan.
See, that's going to leave a mark. Wow.
Oh,
Thank you.
Juan.
X. Thank you, X.
I'm here for you.
Thank you, X. Thank you, X, for joining us. Okay? Okay?
And
I bet you and Juan are good at doing their show.
There you go. X, do you have a fan? You want to fan yourself a little bit?
Oh, yes, I got my phone.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
You're giving me the vapors.
There we go.
Super busy.
Once again, Jasper, you've given someone the vapors.
You make me laugh every time you say that.
Happens a lot. Thank you very much for joining us. Switchy, thank you. Switchy. Thank you.
Love you, Switch.
We all
My
love
pleasure.
Switch.
It's a pleasure meeting everybody.
Okay. Just move
Steve,
that hair
a
around.
real
Move the
pleasure,
hair around
for
a little bit for our TV list, TV viewers. Can you move the hair a little bit for us? We'll put a little music behind it. See?
Well, wait a
That's
minute. I think I can, wait, there's something I can do here. Wait, hold on.
We're already
Steve?
5 minutes over.
I got to say something to Steve.
Yes.
Before Steve goes, Studs Terkel. Do you remember Studs Terkel?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Chicago?
I met him once. Yeah, I met him.
He does, except me.
He was a great.
Ever since I've heard his voice, that's who I'm reminded
Yeah, he
of.
does
Every time
sound a
I hear
little
his
bit
voice, and I love listening to Studs Terkel.
We
You got a
gotta
great
go.
voice, Steve, for doing this. So just keep it up. We love it.
Yes, Stevie.
Steve, everyone's in love with Switch. Okay.
We love Switchy.
Thank
Listen,
you.
it'll
Let's
never
go
go to my
camping.
head.
Hang on.
Let's go camping.
Raven.
As soon as it warms up.
We gotta go.
Raven, we got to go. Thank you, Raven, for joining us, for sticking with us, okay?
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much for
Raven.
having me.
Love you, Raven.
So nice to meet everyone. I love you all.
We all
Love you, Raven.
Yes, so good to meet you. I
Let's
will be
not
to
the love
Canada
fest.
soon.
There you go.
I love
summer.
it.
Excellent.
I love
Good luck
it.
with
Right.
We'd like to have you here.
We'll be the guys with her, okay? Thank you. X, thank you. Switchy, thank you. Thank everyone for our All Canada show. We're going to have to, let's really,
Thanks, Mac. Wow.
we'll play the theme song over. Thanks. We got to go. Thank you out
I
there
bet
for
you
everyone.
didn't know what you were getting into, Mac.
Oh, yes, I did. How do you know?
Sure he did.
I suspect that's true.
Yeah.
Thank you for
We
everyone
went in without a
listening.
flashlight too.
Go eat some poutine and some ketchup potato
I thought you
chips.
said
Ketchup
poontang.
potato chips.
I'm going to roll up a big one.
Did I say?
I'm going to say.
What did I say wrong?
You're in Canada. You got to do the right thing.
Yes, I hear you, Kim.
We got to go.
Take us out.
Thank you for everyone listening. Until next time, this is Mac from the entire gang saying be safe, be happy, and
Bye-bye. And bye-bye. And bye-bye. And bye-bye. And bye-bye. And bye-bye.